Gentlemen, we are live. We are live for Wrestling for Life After Dark. It's going to be a good one tonight. We were already live with Impact. We're back at it. We got a huge card, a huge night, a huge event coming your way as Wrestling Revolver gives us Unreal, the return of Ronda Rousey. We're going to get into all the action, all the rumors, all the news. We're going to blow up this chat tonight. We're going to be here to the wee hours of the morning. So the weekend has officially begun. So strap in, strap on, grab your snap, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream. We have Wrestling Revolver Unreal tonight, a big night. For those maybe not overly familiar with Revolver, it's going to be insane, and it is stacked up. But I will take a second to remind everybody as the show is kicking off, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is my partner in crime.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and 100% I've got the warning screen right now up for Wrestling Revolver, which I'll go on record in saying that outside of like the big three, the big four, Wrestling Revolver 100% I think is our favorite promotion to cover beyond like the WWEs, the AWs, because they constantly deliver. I mean, this card is stacked. Literally every match has in front of it dream match. First time ever, dream match.
No, you're not wrong, and I agree with you. I mean, it's a real good promotion. I think for me, one of the big things they haven't done is oversaturate. You don't get, 44 shows a week in different places. And I
still praise them because they do my favorite thing out of indie promotions is their intermission is just a replay of a previous match.
As we all know at home, or you should know, my buddy Nick does not like intermissions. That's on the list.
Right, it's on the list. God damn it.
Oh, we're kicking off with a LUCHA showdown.
Well, I expect this to hopefully be better than the Lucha Libre match that we got on Impact, with Conan on commentary and everything. That was a little sometimes you get too many luchas. You can have too many luchas.
Never go full lucha.
Well, I mean, Gringo's kind of gone full lucha. Gringo Loco, as we've got him coming out right now. But shout out everybody, by the way. I saw Bradley saying, hello, Nick, for the first time tonight, and KJ for the second time tonight.
Yep, still here.
This is why you're Mr. Every Night, my guy.
I'm a gap filler. What can I say?
Whoa, pause.
But yes, I hope everyone else, right? I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. I hope you're doing well. And again, we're on the verge of a huge weekend coming up. As far as tomorrow, we get SmackDown and Collision at the same time. Rampage will still air. Then we're back for Full Gear. Plus, we got some original content on Sunday. We don't stop, and we're on the road to Survivor Series as well, folks. When we say we cover more live wrestling than anyone else, we really do. And we do it on a different level.
Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. And I thought I was getting the goddamn Axiom treatment here because my stream was freezing up here. So I was like, Axiom, is that you? Just moving in slow motion. I like Boston's comment here. Indie intermission shows with your long wait times and awful elevator music. No, it's normally like shitty rock music. You just made the list.
You just made the list. It's shitty rock music. So not Creed.
Exactly.
There you go.
Rock music.
Wait a minute.
Creed helped the Texas Rangers win a World Series. My point has been validated.
Did you see the clip of them like singing with the crowd before? They got it over. What's up?
It's just so fitting that they won the World Series the same day they announced their reunion tour. Just saying.
Meant to be, my guy. Meant to be. Leslie, how are you doing? Johnson.
Sorry, just for everybody watching along, we're getting Gringo Loco versus Ray Horus. Ray Horoscope? Horoscope? Is he Aquarius? Is this the dawning of the age of Aquarius? but in a Lucha Dream match.
Is he related to Hugh Morris?
Is that funny to you? Is that humorous?
But we are all set and ready to go.
So I'm taking Gringo Loco in this match. I don't know about you. Shout out halfway.
I'm gonna Gringo it
a
up.
Friend of the channel.
Sure. I'm definitely going Gringo Loco with you, my guy. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of him, actually, from even when we watched him with GCW and all that.
Yeah. No, he's done well, and a lot of people view him as the top American-born luchador. Sorry, La Fuego. What's up, Matthew Hayes? Welcome. Boston, good to see you as always. What up? Nick reminding everybody to join the Discord. Of course, check us out there.
Did you just call me Jacob?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Vitamins might affect term memory.
It's been a night. What's up, Damien? How you doing? AJ's back with us. Impact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric, I think I saw you and Anthony both gave it an 8. I think that's That's cool. I'll go on record and say that I think the Speedball versus Ospreay match was better than Alexander versus Ospreay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know how people can make it was a really, really good match, but it did not have the RPMs of a Speedball Ospreay match. You know what I mean? So a different vibe because Alexander's a different style wrestler, but when it picked up in a big way, and it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
It was a match of two halves, I feel.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, you had one match that kind of really paced itself. It had to kind of fill out of the almost half an hour that they gave it.
Yeah.
And then the back half is when you were all right, now we're moving through the gears.
Mm-hmm. Dun dun dun.
Sorry, don't mind me. I was literally just trying to look up so I could make this reference correctly. Gringo Loco to me looks like Danny McBride from Eastbound and Down.
Oh, 100%. 100%. That is fucking hilarious.
That is literally what I was doing. If I seemed halfway distracted, I was making sure I didn't say the wrong actor or the wrong show.
Oh, that's
because I could picture it in my mind's eye, but big chop from Gringo.
Oh,
Indie Intermission show. Oh, you got that one already.
Yep.
Eric, what up? This never gets old.
Nope, just us.
Well, hold on. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I know nothing about these guys, not gonna lie. Well, truth be told, if you have not seen Gringo Loco before, 100% he is can't miss. I mean, I know the man looks like Kevin Owens, Cassius Ohno, Chris Hero.
He looks like Kevin Owens' cousin.
Like I said, the man looks like Danny McBride if he was a lucha. But
yeah, 100%.
Mans can go.
Oh, yeah.
He's 100%. He's a guy that if you were to do, a fantasy draft out of the indies to go to this roster or that roster, wouldn't mind seeing him in an NXT, maybe a Monday Night Raw.
Interesting. But also a guy that would fit in well with a lot of the high flyers that are in AEW.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a given. I was more just trying to take the not obvious choice. Well, so then, no, I want to talk about this because we haven't had the chance to while we've got this match going on.
Right.
I don't know if you gave your early predictions on who you thought Tony's new signing is that we'll find out on Saturday. Did you give a guess?
My guess was Hammerstone.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not even on my radar, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. I kind of went left field. I thought Hammerstone might be going that way anyway. But
even if it was, it's almost with one of those, if I don't think it's so much an option is more the thing. Like I see a lot of people say Ospreay, who we saw tonight, which I think he's still with New Japan till February, so that's not an option. I saw people throw out the idea of Mickie James. I think she's a weird one.
Yeah.
I think Mercedes isn't a bad shout. I think he would do much more, and I think she would want much more than this as far as an announcement, but you never know. I think there's the strong. Oh, and I've seen people say Ziggler. The 90 days is not up yet.
I said it was Hulk Hogan.
If I almost got sick in the back of my throat right there when you said that. Like I had to pause in my brain of like that really was uttered out loud right now.
Right?
It's actually a possibility.
It's Hogan, Nash, and Waltman.
It's Eric Bischoff.
Holy shit. But now, I mean, people have talked a lot about it. I know earlier I joked about Ryback, and then someone reminded me the post said somebody respected in wrestling, so that's not Ryback. Goldberg.
Touche. Tabernacle.
It couldn't be Goldberg.
It's Jimmy Hart, is there?
Yes.
The mouth of the South.
You had a theory, though.
I think I'll say this. At least someone who we're watching tonight on this card is the one that Tony signs.
Okay. Callihan
or Ronda.
Is she respected in wrestling?
She's not respected. That's a reach with that. I'll give you that. That was a fair jab. But I think he's known to inflate fucking announcements and everything like that. I think to him, he's shaking the microphone. He's blinking 2 or 3 times. He's all excited because we got Ronda Rousey. That's his one up on WWE. See, we got another WWE superstar. Sami, I don't think is a bad shout. I almost wonder if that
is Sami big enough?
Well, that's what I was about to say. Does it almost feel underwhelming? And that's the fucked up.
Even Hammerstone.
I think Sami is bigger than Hammerstone.
Yep.
Respectfully.
Yep, I'll take that.
As we're fighting them out in the crowd right now.
Hello, my friends. We meet again.
Been a while. Where should we begin?
I think
it's one of those. It's a brain worm. You can't start that and then not finish it.
I was hoping you finished it.
Pause. Big pause. Pause on the pause.
But the match is rolling along, folks. Between our pauses, and it's back and forth. Not a bad start to the night.
Ray going. Oh, kind of a twisting frog splash midair.
Cousin of
1, 2 count.
What's up, Tony's Dark Nightmare? Question I talked about this with Anthony earlier, Nick. If this is a dud of a signing, will this be the straw that breaks the camel's back with Tony and his crying wolf?
But what to you, this is going to be a weird way to put this, what classifies as a dud of a signing?
Well, I mean, again, when you put a post out the way he did, it leaves it to interpretation. And you see the fan base and even the fringe fans are, is it going to be Ronda Rousey? Is it going to be like what big name?
But is it a dud to us, guys like us, the sensible, the wrestling fans outside the matrix? I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Versus the AW drum beaters and everything like that. Like they will spin the narrative. And I mean, think about it. We had this huge announcement before, and it was Christian.
Yeah,
and
I talked about that. Yeah.
Granted, Christian's very much, been a late bloomer when it comes to AEW, I'll say. But it's interesting. I think a lot of the people, it's the same thing I feel like we might run into when WWE is trying to get ahead of it with the CM Punk showing up at Survivor Series thing of, you're setting up people instantly thinking it's Ospreay, it's this person, it's that person. Christ, I didn't even know Kota Ibushi hadn't signed a deal until last night when they announced that he's out there, bicycle. That
was actually one of my theories, and that we'll talk about that during intermission.
If you're a fan of Tom Segura, when I saw Kota Ibushi doing that, all I could think of was bikes.
Yeah, exactly right. Fucking Brian Cage looking like Debo out here, just taking bicycles.
When you go back inside, I'll be talking again. I'll be riding again.
Off the road. Big DDT.
Out DDT. 1, 2 count.
I had a
What is?
theory of
Ooh,
what if
sorry,
that
I'll
was.
just answer this real quick. It is
Oh,
on Fight TV,
yeah.
or if you get Fight Plus and pay, $4 or $5, you get every Wrestling Revolver event included, and GCW.
Yes, facts.
There you go. Sorry, you had a theory.
No, so I also thought, what if it's just Ibushi officially signing? Like, we all know he's signed now. What if he's like,
Oh
oh,
no,
yeah,
that would be the dud you spoke of earlier. That's what that would be.
yeah. And I think more for me, like, and I don't mean to disrespect whoever this is, but if it's Sami Callihan or if it's not a big name, I think it's going to be a little deflating because, again, instead of surprise, like Tony doesn't like surprises or giving them. Like every once in a while, he'll give us one, but he more likes to tell us in advance. Is we got a winner.
Right. As Gringo Loco picks up the 1, 2, 3, but Boston saying it has to be a bigger deal, especially if you are using it as one of your, selling points to get people to tune into your pay-per-view. I don't know if it's exactly a selling point. Well, I mean, obviously it kind of is, but I don't, to do it this late in the game. I mean, maybe.
Well,
But then again, what's their big deal? Like to us, Ziggler's a big deal, but I don't think it's that. Well, it's clearly
well,
not
I
gonna
did the
be that.
math, and actually, I lie. C Money, our friend from the chat, I believe the talent was released September 23rd, which means they're not available to sign anywhere else until late December.
Yeah, because I've seen that name kicked around, and a lot of people have said 90 days aren't up. 90 days aren't up.
Yeah, no. I think it's like the 22nd or 23rd of December that they become free.
Yeah, like Osprey's not up until after February, so that rules that out. Mickie James is the interesting, like, dark horse that I've seen thrown in on the back end here, just because she's apparently not been on her contract for a while with Impact. But I think if she goes anywhere outside of that, she goes with hubby to WWE.
Yeah, I still think WWE is a more likely landing spot, even just for the style of wrestling and the role that she'd play in WWE opposed to what she'd have to do in AEW. I don't think she's at that point of her career where she, wants to kind of be, up next. Speaking of women, Masha taking on Jacob Fatu.
Right. Well, speaking of SmackDown with the bloodline and everything like that, and speaking of women competitors, but Jordan, what up? Jake, what up? Eric said it's going to be Jim Cornette.
Yes, let's go.
Broken. I'm going to just call you PJ, my guy, or P. John. There you go. You want P. John.
P. John.
But we're getting Masha Slamovich versus Jacob Fatu, and this again goes to my point. Like I said, when we had this whole discussion and everything a while ago with the PWI 250, the fact that she wasn't top 2, top 3, top 1 even, it is such a travesty of this woman's out here, and this match seems halfway plausible of who else could do that outside of Rhea Ripley and maybe Jade Cargill, of you're having a match with Jacob Fatu and you could think she could win it.
Like, she beat up Hardcore Jesus, like Deathmatch Jesus. It got taken out by Masha. Like
Masha.
Yeah, it kind of got overlooked. It's a very interesting choice when they did the ranking. And she's killing it. Like the big pop for her coming out. She's talented. Her MK Ultra, I keep joking, and I'm kind of not joking, is one of my favorite tag teams in all of wrestling right now. She's murdering him, man.
Absolutely. They get more than 2 big gorilla thumbs up. But 100%. And I mean, let's not put any dirt on Jacob Fatu's name, because he's a guy that's still at the same time you're like waiting for this guy to go to WWE to have his moment like Hammerstone's doing right now of saying, MLW, why don't you piss off for a little bit? Why don't you actually let me make some real money here? He's would be huge. Like, it's been a fan booked match for the longest time of him versus even Roman.
Yeah. He shows up.
And this guy's never stepped foot in AEW and WWE, any of that.
No, you bring him in and he tries to claim the head of the table, and you get, I'm all for it. I think Jacob Fatu's money. I think he's, insanely talented. And if they could get him in the fold, if he can keep his, nose out of trouble, again, I think he'd be great for everything that Roman's got going on.
That's the biggest thing. And I will say, though, like I was saying just before that, to me, that's his biggest feather in the cap of this man hasn't been in WWE, hasn't been in AEW, wasn't even, I don't even think he might have done maybe a match with Impact or anything like that.
He did.
But everything he's really done has just been independence and MLW. And people are saying he's the guy that should at least challenge Roman Reigns, who's arguably the biggest guy doing it right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a feather in your cap.
Oh, absolutely. But Masha coming out swinging. Didn't waste any time, folks. If you want to make a prediction on this match, let us know who you're taking. The Samoan Werewolf or Masha.
Masha. Who you taking?
I gotta go. I gotta go with Fatu.
Fair enough. I'll take Masha. I can't, ditch the bandwagon now. I kind of created the bandwagon. So
I feel bad. I mean, again, when she
twisting tope through the middle rope.
Oh, big one. When she fought Speedball in Toronto, they tore the ring literally apart.
That's the thing, though, is you even mentioned Deathmatch Jesus there, Nick Cage, of that she does so much. Like, she's so effective. Her matches with Blake Christian and everything for the GCW title. She's so much on that level of like what you see with Rhea of they could be in the men's division and you wouldn't question it. You wouldn't blink an eye, much like a Jordan Grace in Impact.
Yep. Yeah, who's building up against Bully. That'll be interesting. Masha upsets Jacob Fatu. He takes her out post-match. Bradley, it's conceivable.
You were setting me up for the joke of inconceivable.
Thank you.
Okay, Chad Gable. Thank you.
It's definitely going to be hard hitting. Absolutely. I wanted to click back on this one.
Oh. Goes for the forearm on the Masha and misses. He's nothing but post.
She moved. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of what we were saying earlier about Tony is it's got to be big. It's got to be something that makes people go, holy shit. And not just within the tiny smart mark community.
But so then does Ronda Rousey do that?
Again, Ronda Rousey signing, people can rejoice, but to me, she's the antithesis of what AEW should sign.
Okay, you now take that and show you Jeff Jarrett, Ric Flair. We've already been down this road. We're heading down here. Like, I didn't lead us down this path. I'm just saying this is the next step. This is the next exit.
Oh, fuck. Dude. Touche. Like, really. Yeah, when in Rome, right? Like, yeah, right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, yeah. So maybe I'm thinking too logical on this, but
again, you're trying to do better than Tony.
Yeah.
Just do Tony, which is fucked up in a way to say that that's what he really needs to do to make that company work. Right. Is just do Tony. Just stay in your goddamn lane.
Right.
No one's saying you can't be two. Just stop trying to act like two is one.
Right. Come in. Tony tells her, listen, you sign with AEW and we'll make you and Marina the first ever women's tag champions. Burr, burr.
All right. Nasty Leroy, a.k.a. that man. I feel like that's a pause in and of itself, but.
Something nasty.
I love that. Ooh, no, go ahead.
Go.
You read it. Go ahead.
No, you read it. I don't want to.
I talk too much. Read it.
Nasty. We got that. I love that watch along and covering independent wrestling promotion, Wrestling Revolver. Thank you. We legitimately try and watch as much wrestling as humanly possible. We really do.
Yeah, we're out here covering not only WWE, AEW, New Japan, Impact, Wrestling Revolver, House of Glory, GCW, Battleground Pro Wrestling. I think at one point we were watching some XPW, NWA,
Yeah. Yeah, man. We try. We've been here at 4 in the morning. We've been here at 10 in the morning. We've been here for 24-hour marathons. We don't stop.
The party don't stop till we walk. Don't stop till we walk in.
Essentially, that was a long-winded thank you.
Yeah, we're good at long-winded answers.
I got a 7-day trial of Fight TV Plus. Let's go, AJ. Not fucking around.
There you go. Hey,
sign me up. Got to watch with the boys.
No, I was gonna say this man's gonna come out with like 87 email accounts now.
Right.
I've been on a 7-day free trial for 2 years now.
Yeah. Tony Khan's big signing. CM Punk. He has to re-sign him because he fired him.
What the fuck? Could you imagine that's what it is?
Tony standing in the middle of the ring. Our newest signing.
Is that the announcement? But also, he's not the devil then. So it's like a double hatui.
Right. Do you think Samoa Joe's going to team up with MJF on Saturday?
That's the best I can give you is I don't know.
I'll accept that. As some,
I don't even think Tony knows, to be honest.
I almost called Jacob Samoa Joe, throwing a big headbutt. It's falls back in the corner. How do you feel about these candy-colored, candy-striped ring ropes?
Yeah, it feels like caution tape. Yeah. I went to the danger zone.
Kick from Masha. She can go, man.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, this is why I was out there championing for her to arguably be number one with or past Rhea, like a 1A to a 1B. Of think about it, there is no one. Rhea's he's competing in that intergender women's division for a minute. Yeah. Masha's kind of been doing it and been doing it at world championship level. Now, granted, Jordan Grace has done that as well. Yeah. I think Deonna did it for a bit as well. Or at least Tessa Blanchard, who we don't talk about, the Voldemort of women's wrestling. But Masha has done it just night in, night out. Like, that's the thing is with how much we've watched Revolver, House of Glory, GCW, all of that. Like, it's one of those, you could see her 2 or 3 times in a weekend.
Yep.
On different promotions, on different shows.
Like, she taking on Yamashita and burning the place down, and then showing up the next night and taking on fucking Pickett, Gringo Loco, or
being a tag match with Killer Kelly and MK Ultra and defending the Impact tag titles and everything. Like, this woman is a savage.
And one of my favorite matches this year was Masha versus Cardona.
Yeah, but when you got a Samoan wagon hitting you in the face like that, you're just lucky that your skull stayed intact.
Yeah, it runs in the family, man. The hip, it's all in the hips.
It's all in the hips. They were all trained by Chubbs. It's all in the hips.
It's a Samoan thing. They all got those fucking hips.
Yeah, wagon.
Dude, this is one of my favorite ones. I agree with Keyshawn. I think Mercedes is the favorite. If I was to, put the most money on an option, I think it might be.
Big misses on the springboard moonsault. To me, it's too small, too not giant, huge announcement. Oh my God, we need sparklers and fucking streamers and balloons. And where's Pogo the Clown here? And we need fucking
all of
this huge announcement that it's Mercedes Monet. And granted, now I've been on the record of I'm not the biggest fan of Sasha Banks, Mercedes, anything like that.
Neither am I.
So I think that she would want that pomp and circumstance, that whole Macy's Day Parade presentation for her fucking showing up.
And name value.
I don't think it'd be she's highly respected.
Canadian Destroyer. Ho ho ho.
Choot. I choose you 2 count.
Shining Wizard 2 count. I think I need you just to pause, count to 2, and then play.
Uno, dos. There, I have Masha just eyeing down Jacob right now.
I got her getting back to her feet. Yeah, eyeing him down. So maybe
one more. Let me know when you get kicks in the face on Jacob.
Oh, right now.
Okay. We should be good because I just got like last kick.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get another Shining Wizard. Enziguro spinning back kick.
Another one.
Oh, caught it.
And eats a Samoan chop.
Small mark saying lots of Umaga homage. Well, I think that's just.
Oh my God. Dude, that Samoan drop was disgusting.
Two count.
Whoo! Anybody out there get chills when they seen that Samoan drop? Woo-hoo. Yeah, amen.
This is so funny to me though, because I'm seeing like Jacob Fatu, like imagine Lance Inawahi, who's also trying to get out of MLW, or I think hasn't been released, showing up in WWE. And now you've got Solo. Like you could have a whole different second generation. You could just turn the bloodline into the NWO of we're just getting into the Wolfpack edition now here.
Right? You guys think you're sick of the bloodline storyline now. What's it going to be like in 2032?
We're going to do Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania 55.
Yeah.
Big deal. Want to fight about it. 2, 3 as Jacob Fatu picks up the win over Masha Slamovich.
She may be dead. Speaking of may be dead, now Jacob Fatu picks up the win, folks. Big win. Great match. He's asking for a mic, so I'll hold my thought.
Yeah, fair enough. Well,
what's up, Brandon?
Never a man to be short on words, and he's like the Samoan Scott Steiner. If he's just going to let you know what the fuck he's really thinking. Well, there's still the infamous video where, by the way, if you're a wrestling fan and a wrestling show, and especially if you're watching Jacob Fatu, do not play the game of fuck around and find out, because guess what? You will fuck around and find out. So where the man jumped the barricade and just got sent right quick back over that.
Yeah, don't play that game. Don't get it twisted.
This ain't no man versus woman. Always going to show some respect. Again, validating my goddamn point.
Yeah. You don't have any argument from me. None. I'm 100% in the same position.
This is me looking at PWI. This is me looking at Dave Meltzer. This is me looking at fucking Bryan Alvarez, all of that. This woman, Masha Slamovich, should be in the same discussion. This is Rhea's Michael Jordan, Masha's LeBron James, if we're going to go that fucking route type of shit. It's one of those. It's a 1A, 1B. It's LeBron, Kobe type shit.
No, Masha's killing it. I mean, and she's definitely in that mix for the upper echelon female competitors. And again, she's in the top 20, 25 of male competitors for sure.
He was the highest ranking female competitor in the history of the PWI 500. Yeah. Take with that what you will, because it's the PWI 500. So that's a smarky upon smarky take, but
time out. Fucking Stingray is coming out for a match. Paul Hauser, whatever, is taking on.
Yes, we are getting the first time ever the Golden Globe winning actor, Paul Walter Hauser. See, it's such an offense against pro wrestling that my tongue couldn't even get the words out. Versus Matthew Palmer.
Matthew Palmer, thank you. Doing his Jack Sparrow gimmick.
I got a Jordan.
Looking like Crack Sparrow up in the house. I'm kidding. No disrespect.
Allegedly, supposedly, maybe.
Two-time Revolver champion.
Brandon, what up? When do you see Malachi getting into the title picture?
Never.
Oh, AW? Oh, fuck. That's.
What is this? Look at this dude. Look at the entrance. Paul Walter Hauser, aka Stingray, I think, is giving us a Karate Kid fucking.
Because you're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. Because you're the best. I'll say it because I'm not gonna get copyrighted because I suck at singing. Well, 100%. He's literally got the fucking Karate Kid. He's got Danielson right behind him.
Right.
With the Harry Potter scar and everything.
You know him from Netflix. Said nobody ever in a wrestling show.
Right, but why is he dressed out like he's showing up at GCW right now? Like, motherfucker, like, this Wrestling Revolver, like,
hey,
you could at least had some, like, regular wrestling gear. You showing up with a big Van Vader shirt on.
Well, there you go. I mean, even Revolver's allowed to have their gimmicky celebrity match.
Well, I'm fine with it, but this man's showing up like he's fucking Matt Tremont or something like that. Like this is Big F and Joe. Like he's gonna show up for a fucking death match right now. Is this funny to you? Is this humorous?
Is it humorous? Hauser for the win. Ooh, Hauser gonna beat? Oh, maybe. Why not?
I'll take not Paul Burchill.
I'll take not Hauser.
Yeah, I'll take if Paul Burchill and the Witcher met.
I'd rather take Doogie Hauser than fucking this Hauser.
Oh, you're gonna take are you taking the Golden Globe winner or not?
My joke worked better that way, so I'm gonna say no.
Well, then fine. Then I'll take fucking GCW Golden Globe over here.
All right.
This man literally, his tattoos look like they're fucking like stamps just pressed on his arm.
They are.
Literally, this man's got the fucking. If you rub it too much with rubbing alcohol, that shit's gonna disappear real fast.
I'm not touching that one, but it's kind of funny, Boston. Do you think AEW will go to MSG? They got to build up. You cannot put 2,000 people at MSG.
Don't challenge Tony Khan like that.
You can do one of their side.
Because this motherfucker will do it just to say he done did it. He'll big up the fact that they're going to MSG. That'll be one of their biggest shows, especially it'll be like a Dynamite. That'll be their biggest Dynamite of the year. We're Dynamite in MSG.
Yeah.
And then they'll sell out or they'll sell it to like 3,000 people.
Yeah. And that's
like, yay.
Right. And it's a tough spot to get into. And WWE's had a stronghold on MSG for a long, long time. And that's why they always go give us those special shows once in a while to keep their residency, so to speak, in the place.
Oh, well, it 100% even goes back to when it was the WWF. With the territory days and everything. Like that was part of its territory if they had a stronghold on that huge market.
Right. Paul Walter Hauser is a great. The show Blackbird on Apple TV is great on Blackbird. Noted, Paul. Thank you.
Why can't he face Stephen Amell then? If we're gonna get, Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Go for it.
Take this shitty match and learn to fly.
I love that song. KJ Nick, do you think Ruthless Lala will make a jump to a bigger market at any point?
I'd like to see her on Ring of Honor. I will say that. I'm a fan of hers. I respectfully, I'd like to get her on the show for an interview or anything like that. But I think she's very much, I guess, in the New York scene, she's very much making her name. I could see her showing up on Ring of Honor and see where we go from there. Granted, Ring of Honor with AW is a whole different bag of worms, but her on even a Revolver show like this would be great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Could she continue to climb? Why not? She's working hard. So, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, she's got to climb some steps to get there. We'll see.
Well, look at even we've got Billie Starkz out here. That friend of the channel and everything that we were, watching before on GCWs and everything like that. And now is main eventing Wrestling Revolver with Ronda Rousey, who at one point was arguably one of the biggest celebrities on God's green earth. And she's moving her way up through Ring of Honor. She's, signed a deal at 18 years old with AW. There is nothing but, the fucking main event scene for her going forward.
Well, absolutely. Both men on the outside of the ring right now. Matt Palmer's Athena's husband. Is that facts? I wouldn't know.
Lucky man. Respectfully.
I wouldn't have guessed.
I'm going to just say that out loud.
I abstain from this match. I'm with you, Clayton.
Objection. Hearsay, Your Honor. This man slid on a super kick, and it was not intentional.
Hey, at least you had the wherewithal to get up and not sell it and just smash him off the ring instead of
well, we saw man's tease being involved with, I think it was involved with AW for a half minute there. So,
yeah.
Like I said, he's very much like that Stephen Amell of kind of, I'm a peripheral celebrity who likes pro wrestling.
Hauser for the W. Monster Hunter Matthew Palmer for the win. Look at that. Damien going all out. The Monster Hunter.
Well, that is his gimmick, but yeah.
First match was a banger. The first match? I thought the first two match. The first match was really good. Second match I thought was better.
Yeah, it's interesting to think that we're already on match number 3, to be honest.
Yeah. Clipping along, which is good news at, the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, we're only not even an hour in. We're only third match in. Baltimore 34, Cincinnati 20.
Baltimore showing some things.
I mean, Baltimore's always that scary team, and I still stand by this 100% of I've always been kind of halfway a peripheral Ravens fan. You kind of have to with Ray Lewis and Reed, all of that.
That's why I like
the Ravens. Just killer defense. Yeah, but the all black gear on the Ravens is just cold. Like that's the best jersey setup in the NFL, I'd say. And that's speaking from a fan of another team.
What's in the bag? Is your shit jumpy a little?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, it's not just me.
It's not just Tony Khan. It's not just.
They brought action figures.
Small soldiers. I am leader of the
Gorgonite.
What? No, that's Cody Rhodes there with the fucking camo face paint on there.
Right.
Wow. God,
people are ruthless. They come out with a nice poster for Survivor Series right away. People are like, Stardust is like nothing's sacred.
No, 100. But
into the toys, Spine Buster, and he kicked out.
You count on the action figures.
Doogie Howser
now,
down.
Which outside of like the thumbtacks, which would you least want to take a bump on? And this is for everybody with the audience too.
Oh, I got the answer right away without hesitation. But if you're out there, let us know in the chat.
But no, I was going to give options, but Scott, shout out. Yeah.
Oh, you had options?
That's a side note. Joshua Dobbs is living like Disney fucking movie just come to life right now. This man was almost going to go to Mars and shit, but he's out here playing quarterback for 3 different fucking teams in one season and just balling the fuck out.
Right.
Like I almost want to pick this man up just out of respect. But Legos, the Halloween candy that we saw at Halloween Havoc, like like candy corn and all of that. Action figures, or I guess TBD. So what's your instant go-to of I will not take a bump on this? That's not like thumbtacks or like shards of glass. What?
Tiffany used Barbies.
Okay, so then that's number 4. So I don't know.
No, dude, it's Lego. I take thumbtacks before I take the Lego.
Real? You're that level?
Lego. Okay. Have you ever stepped on a Lego? Like randomly, accidentally stepped on a fucking Lego? They suck.
That's like asking me, have you had a childhood?
He's like, come on now. Man, Lego leaves damage.
Lego has scarred more people than it has helped build their childhood of. Like more people have childhood nightmares of Lego than childhood like, yeah, I built that fucking Lego set. No, you're like, that or the big ass discount Mega Blocks. Those are even worse because that's like hitting your shit on a like fucking Mack truck.
Oh man, no, I mean, like with a thumbtack, you get that like pierce, that quick pierce. I can take a needle, I'm okay, but it's like
not Adam.
That blunt laceration, right? Like there's no like you're just ripping your fucking skin on a Lego. Fuck it, I'm not doing it. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
well, it's almost like that Marv from like Home Alone when he steps on the nail. Like that's way worse. Like that's not that bad. Like you have that at least it's clean.
Right. That's a big nail. That's a different story.
Oh yeah. That's a little hard to. There's people I still subscribe to the fan theory that Macaulay Culkin's character there, Kevin, is just Jigsaw.
That's what it is. All grown up. We're
Right.
getting a stop spot.
I got my group called the Nasty Team. I'm going to make Jacob Fatu a member of the Nasty Team. Oh, okay, you do that, boo boo.
Right on, Leroy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good luck with that.
Boys.
Let's see. Let me know how that turns out for you.
Them nasty boys. Never thought I'd sing Paula Abdul aloud. There you go. Legos. Yeah, see, I got people with me on the Legos.
Well, I mean, out of the ones that I mentioned, yeah, Legos is the worst, but I still would take Legos over thumbtacks. Like, them fuckers just, like, I'd rather knock my shit off something and then it's an inanimate object that I can throw or anything like that versus, like, this shit is stuck in me.
What does he have? He's got a rope?
Is he gonna fucking...
Oh, Cobra Kai. We got a Cobra Kai chant, folks.
Bro, that is the tiniest headband ever.
Got an elastic
this
band
man, respectfully, can't even hold the Danielson pose. Like, man is having a tap dance.
Oh, it's over. He's gonna win with the crane kick.
Bro, this is fucking Stan Marsh going over a fucking pro wrestler right now, or not a Randy Marsh. This is you're the best around. Oh, no. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down.
I gotta ask, in jest, why?
I have never looked at something like that and said, I wonder what that tastes like. Because guess what? I feel like in my mind's eye, I don't have to taste it. I already know what that probably tastes like. And it's not a taste I want to try.
Break, my guy.
Pause.
Pause. I don't need to taste it. I can tell what it looks like.
You've never... Moving on.
I feel like I'm watching an overly
1-inch punch.
A little bit.
What happened? Steven Seagal is about to win this match.
He won. You backslid into that motherfucker.
I was gonna say, I'm 2-1.
2-1.
That would make you 1-2.
It would. Fatality.
What did we just witness, says the commentator? And I soundly agree with that.
You tried to roll out of the ring and got caught up on the bottom rope, but he's trying, man. He's trying. Well, good for him. Big win by Walter Hauser.
Well, I'm going to spin this way. Is it interesting to see that Mr. Golden Globe and everything is out here having a wrestling match? And everybody thinks, oh, well, you've got all these celebrities now doing wrestling matches, so I guess anybody can do it. But then you look at like Bad Bunny or Logan Paul, who's actually putting on great wrestling matches. Maybe it isn't really just kind of for everybody. If you kind of still got to be able to do some shit,
right,
to make this work.
Yeah, no, and I think it's a matter of context is king on this one, because you do like a lower card match that's kind of shits and giggles, fine. You get a guy coming in off the street and dicking around with your main event talent and really kind of pushing your mainstays. Well, that's a little bit different. You got to do it properly. As I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. This man is out selling his ass off.
Well, when one guy's gimmick is like the Beast Slayer or whatever, and the other guy's a Golden Globe actor, like, I'm not expecting some Dave Meltzer 5-star, 5 3/4 star classic here.
No, not
they're
at all,
literally
right?
Putting up the fucking RIP shit for him as they're cutting him off. That's a little dark. That's a little morbid.
It's a lot. The ref even they put it back up. 86. There you go. Matthew Wayne Palmer is no longer with us.
That's the picture you chose to be memorized as,
right? He looks like a Sega villain.
Dr. Robotnik's fucking henchman. It literally looked like fucking he looked like the fucking bad guy in a Doctor Strange comic.
You're right. So, light tube or kendo stick? $100. Which one would you take?
Kendo.
Kendo, yeah.
Because guess what? I'm not gonna have shards of that shit in my body for like the fucking next week.
Yeah, I'd take the sting, yeah, for sure. End up like fucking David Arquette with it in my jugular. So yeah, no, I'm good.
No, I'll just go Tommy Dreamer. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Right. You with that one, Smile Mark, I think you got to balance it out of like, would you take 10 kendo shots or a stack?
Yeah, well, it's one of those of with the light tubes. There's a reason they're banned in most places, and not to mention, I'm not taking shards of my skin that I'm picking out for God knows how long.
All right, we're getting the next match coming our way, Mr. Nick.
Right. It's a lucha match. I forgot. I didn't catch man's names.
Alan Angels on his way to the ring. My friends and I used to staple each other with those big ass staples. Thumbtacks ain't shit compared to that. And that said, I'm good with the Legos. Yeah, we had a friend in high school that he would like openly let you staple him. He'd eat like he'd eat like the little pack of Smarties, but box and all. Yeah, some different strokes.
Who the hell were you friends with in school? All y'all like.
Shout out to Rob. He was a good time.
It sounded like you're friends with like Superhuman there. That's like taking the fucking elbow drop through like an AC onto a table and shit. Like, fuck is we doing out here?
He was just always the guy, like, hey man, do this. And he would, there you go. Problem solved.
Hi, my name's Rob, and welcome to Jack.
Yeah, exactly. I wish
if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Barbed wire table.
Oh, Jesus.
Barbed wire table. Barbed wire is a tough one. I don't want to take barbed wire.
Now, well, it's still the
this is the fatal four-way
gimmick and all that.
This match is gonna be insane.
Who you got in this match?
Oh, this one's a tough one. Why can't I get mine on full screen? Because I got a 7-day trial. They won't give you full screen on a 7-day trial.
What in the name of tomfoolery is that? Well, then see, that's when you just can put us in like the double box. We need like to manage to work something out with Fight TV. We'll be in a double box.
Right.
We'll be there picture in picture. But yeah, so okay, so this is the world title match?
There you go. Big pop from Romero.
Yeah, so this is the Revolver World Title match of Jake Crist versus Rocky Romero versus Chris Bay versus Alan Angels versus Sonico.
Yeah, strap in and strap on, folks. This one's about to
go. Who are you taking in this match then?
I'm kind of leaning. Oh, I don't think it'll be Angels. Who was the other name? Chris Bay's in there. Maybe Rocky. I'll take Rocky on a whim.
Really?
Let's go Rocky.
I'll take. Well, it's either going to be Chris as retains or hey baby. As I've got Chris Bay coming up right now, so I'll take Chris Bay as my pick.
That's a nice pick. Currently, one half of the Impact World Champions. And they're great. I mean, this is an up-and-coming talent that TNA is going to want to hold on to because there should be companies sniffing around these two.
But they also But they also do still both work as like singles competitors and everything. 100%. Like, not to put anything on anything, but Chris Bay kind of reminds me of like that kind of Sw3rve vibe of, there's a good bit of potential there, but it works fantastic in a tag team and not trying to knock that. And you're good. I was literally about to ask you, so you're good.
Okay.
And yeah, I think he works 100% as even a singles guy before he was part of the Bullet Club or anything like that.
Light tubes or kendo.
I'm still saying kendo stick.
Yeah, who cares? I'm not fucking with the twos. I know. I mean, they burst. You're okay. Not very painful, but I'll take a clap. I'll take the sting over the mess.
Yeah, I've been hit before. I don't need shards of shit in my body. Mike Clayton saying Rocky wins, champ retains. Do anything for a cigarette. I mean, what in the hell, Boston? Only in Massachusetts would some shit like that pop off. That's why y'all are massholes versus, us that, are actually, air breathers and shit like that. Just kidding. But let me know who you're taking, folks. So we've got the Revolver World title on the line right now. We've got defending champion Jake Crist, part of Ohio versus everybody, versus Rocky Romero, part of Team Chaos, versus Chris Bay with ABC, Alan Angels, and Sonico. So I'm taking Chris Bay. KJ's taking Rocky Romero. Granted, we both still kind of think that, or at least I do think that Jake Crist could retain, but let us know who you're taking. 100% if you haven't done so already, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We are doing this on a different level than anybody else out there doing it. 100%. Nobody covers more pro wrestling than we do, and especially covers it live. That's the thing, is we're literally damn near out here like a fucking wrestling radio talk show that you can just pop in and can talk about anything that's going on in the world of wrestling, because we're here covering anything, everything. We're just here earlier tonight covering Impact, and now back at it like a jackrabbit covering Wrestling Revolver. And the thing about it, we're moving on a good clip. We're 4-5 matches in so far tonight. We're still in the first hour here, so that's one thing, is like we've said, finger poke, but Wrestling Revolver is always a fun time to cover and watch, and especially this is one of the few times that we've been able to watch it solo. It's not competing with, attention force with SmackDown or anything like that. Of just out here on a Thursday night of all nights, of everybody out in the West Coast, like, this is great. Meanwhile, us on the East Coast, we're staying up late. But Wrestling Revolver's great, as outside of the WWEs, the AWs, all of that. They are really having just top talent. And Christ, we thought for the longest time Sw3rve was the booker just because he was featured that much on the goddamn show. Double Hurricane Rana. I'm very interested in the 4-way corners match Haas fight, but champ retains. Kyle got that. I promise you, Nick, that you'd rather take a light tube over the kendo stick. I've never had shards of glass in my skin from a light tube shot. Well, cool. I'm not playing the odds of fuck around and find out, though, Boston. Like, if we're playing a game of hypotheticals, I'm not going to play hypothetical fuck around and find. If Jacob Fatu ended up in WWE, would he or Solo emulate Umaga more? Both? I could see them, if we're going to have them show up, and if we don't have them initially go after Roman, or if Jacob's not going after a mid-card title, like, say if we don't get, like, it all depends on if we got fantasy booking. We got Lance, Solo, Jimmy, and Jacob is the new bloodline around Roman. I wouldn't mind a tag team run for a good minute, especially if you split them, or even if you don't, of Jacob and Solo, because that's just, they'd fucking smash through everybody. That's your Samoan Authors of Pain. That's your Acolytes. That's your Dudley Boys. That's your Legion of Doom. They fucking just smash everybody. As Rocky onto the outside. Bay rolls through. Oh, that's a whole lot of movement just for a fucking stomp to the back. To you, does the gymnasium as a venue opposed to an arena affect the value of this pay-per-view? Who's it? What now? Small Mark. rephrase that question. I would keep Fatu separate. I wouldn't even say that they were related and give him his own character. I think it'd be kind of hard not to. Trust me. I get where you're going with that. Sorry, not sorry, but I think anybody right now that WWE signed that is any sort of Samoan, any sort of Polynesian, any sort of potentially connected to the Anawahi family, you are inevitable to be at least in that stratosphere, in that gravitational pull. Tony, 100%, absolutely. Be a friend, tell a friend. It's all about the vitamins. But yeah, put that in rotation. And just like you should put our link in rotation as big shot to Alan Angels. 1, 2, 2 count, 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. That was kind of interesting. I've never really seen that. It's you went for a suplex and then turned it into a flatliner of not you hit the suplex and then pop back into the flatliner or anything like that. Just a little weird. Are you interested in Grizzly Young Vets? I mean, Grizzled Young Vets. Grizzly's different thing. Veterans versus the Rascalz, the last Revolver show of 2023. 100%. I'm interested with anything that the Grizzly Young Vets do right now. I was fully invested in them and being the Grizzly Young Vets in WWE. I wasn't a big fan when they got involved with the dyad, the schism, not politically correct words, as bagels flying on everybody. But 100%, they are going to establish themselves on the independent scene and be one of those guys that, honestly, I think WWE regrets that they fucking fumbled the bag that much, or maybe they hope that they can salvage it on the back end. But if you tell me right now, if Tony Khan's mystery signing is the Grizzly Young Vets, and we're gonna get them versus FTR, just shut up and take my money. Like that, I will watch that till the world ends. That's 100%. AEW has managed to always deliver surprisingly the better tag team matches, or at least AEW competitors, whether it be FTR or the Briscoes. I don't want to say the Bucks. I'll say United Nations. No, not United Empire. 100%.
United Nations.
Speaking of a United Empire.
There we go. How goes it?
It goes. It's been kind of, it's your typical multi-man match of, so-and-so gets involved and then they dump that person on the outside and then that person pops in and they kind of have a good spot. It's been, yeah.
Okay.
As right now, I've got Chris Bay with Jake Crist up on the top turnbuckle.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit. We got to see Ronda Rousey versus Masha. Interesting. Masha Smasha.
Is somebody going to get hurt real bad.
Yeah, let's go.
So Sw3rve is not wrestling tonight. We don't know. That's the thing is there's still big cutter from Bay off the top rope.
Slashed by Angels.
Right.
Sonico. Springboard headbutt.
That was not because of the fucking Sega cut in. Which, by the way,
another Sega
bicycle. I watched that, and that's literally that and Tom Segura's bikes are the only things that popped into my head watching that. This man literally just on a Sunday stroll of like, I'll whip you with the pipe.
It wasn't even a whip.
Brian Cage just turned his shit from an innie to an outie.
Flipped them. Dude, my only thought on that was if you're going to do the spot, do it and make it look good. It looks so bad when he the drive-by pipings, Nick.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. It must have been a run-by fruiting.
All right, a run-by piping.
Pause.
Oh, Sonico super kick on Angels. Breaks
now, I saw some people say that was up there with the chainsaw Texas death match and everything else like that. The zombie match from WWE. Like, sometimes you put a gimmick on a gimmick and it just backfires. Now, granted, Paul White is putting over Hobbs like no other.
Yeah, but Jericho fucked it up. And we can talk.
What else is new? It's a Tuesday. Jericho fucked it up. It's a Monday. Jericho fucked it up. Like, that's every day of the week.
Oh, big kick. No, I mean, listen, the match was again. Oh, botch. We got a botch.
Yeah, kind of twist out. Nothing.
Oh!
1, 2 gout.
Sonico almost did not kick out. Yeah, no, Chris Bay took it pretty hard.
Right.
No, the match was not good. It wasn't good. I feel bad for Kenny because I want Kenny. I keep hoping for Kenny to do, more solo stuff because he's a talented guy.
What do you think about the idea that JV pitched in our Discord that Kenny's the one in the devil outfit or in the devil mask?
That'd be so out of left field. Holy shit. Would he still be friends with Jericho? Like, is it part of? What if Jericho's
Jericho? Respectfully and personally, fuck Jericho.
The Paul White spot gets Hobbs over a bit, but it was sloppy. It wasn't a smooth, like you.
Bro, I saw people saying it was Peter Griffin falling down the stairs.
100%. It was fucking. He took a tumble, and
somebody put it out there of like Chris, Kenny, and them celebrating in the ring. I found Paul White, and it's just Peter at the bottom of the stairs, all fucked up.
Oh man. Well, he's supposed to take that bump in the middle of the hood, but he's a big man. I don't know how they talked him into getting up there. He could barely walk before the bump, but he bounced off of like right above the headlight, still shattered the window because he's huge, and just bounced off it and was on concrete in seconds. It was like,
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
And then Hobbs runs in, and instead of just annihilating everybody and looking like the badass that you set him up to be, you duct tape him to the fucking ring like you're red green, and it poof. There goes all the fucking. There's all the heat you got for Hobbs gone.
I mean, yeah.
What's and Stu. Wasn't the best.
I get it. It's a middle of the show. This, that, and the third match. I don't know if I really like that.
No.
Jay Crist gets the win on the backslide pin. It was just he wasn't featured that much in the match, and he's your world champ.
Right. I thought Sonic the Hedgehog got a lot more love than the champ did, actually. But can these dudes did not rehearse this match at all? Clunky. That's some of the thing we see sometimes, Nick, with the independent matches, because you're just kind of being thrown together at times. That sometimes there is a bit of clunkiness, especially to a high spot. What?
Am I here?
Yeah, you're here. Not all there,
okay.
But you're here.
Fair enough. Well, I'm going to pop at the red-green reference, and then I think I'm going to pause before the fucking Luna internet fucking technical issues get me.
I was talking away, and I'm like, this man didn't even laugh.
No, literally, you started talking, and then I just got like the fucking buffering circle. I was like, oh.
It's been a weird night for that. Trust me, my guy.
I kind of feel like somebody. But so then here, I will pause for the cause before we get caught up in that. If I can find the thing. There we go.
Here we go. Here we go, folks. We are rolling along. Nick's taking a pause for the cause. The next match is in the ring. Interesting. I was not expecting the next match. I don't think they did entrances. Is this a taped match? What happened? It looked like it hurt. Absolutely. I wish it was Omega. The Ayatollah of Coca-Cola. This match here, I'm not sure what this match is. JT. But yeah, the next match is on and rolling. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nick's supposed to be here for the recorded intermission, so he timed his pause quite well. So in the meantime, folks, keep the chat going. Let's keep talking about the shows coming up. Are you excited for Full Gear? What do you expect for SmackDown? Are we getting Orton? What's Punk up to? Who's signed to AEW? Who is Tony Khan going to reveal? Get in that chat. Let us know, and we'll keep this party going as we've officially passed into Friday. So happy weekend to all. It was Umaga. Billy Corgan told CW it was real coke, cry me a river. Might be the comment of the night, Paul. That one's good. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, that's a good show, Boston. Austin KJ for the first time in a long time. I'm excited for an AEW pay-per-view. Interesting. Okay. I almost want to do real quick, actually, while we're rolling through this, guys. We still have Wrestling Revolver on. We're getting a recorded match from earlier, and we're talking a little wrestling. I just want to pull up. We'll see if I can get the card for 2022 results. All right, we'll come back to that in a second. Can't be mad at it if you miss it. What are you most anticipating for Full Gear, Stinger, and Edge? And this is kind of going back to Boston's comment as well. Like, I'm looking forward to the MJF Jay White match. I'm looking forward to Swerve and Paige, even though I wish it wasn't a Texas death match. I really wish. And again, coming off last night, knowing that you got this big Texas death match, I would have refrained from doing a street fight, but that's just me, maybe. Maybe I'm too picky. But Full Gear, I think there's some intriguing stuff. I want to know who Tony signed for sure. Curious about the Masked Man, but I'm not in love with the card. And I know Tony keeps telling everybody who will listen, AEW's on the hottest pay-per-view roll it's ever had. And for me, I question that. And because I've watched all the pay-per-views, I've watched them live here with you guys. And I wonder how true it all is. And I was just pulling up. So last year's Full Gear, the Best Friends took on with Orange Cassidy, Rocky, and Danhausen defeated the Factory. Pre-show match, who cares? Ricky Starkz defeated Brian Cage. Eddie Kingston defeated Jun Akiyami. Jungle Boy defeated Luchasaurus. Death Triangle defeated the Elite. Jade defeated Nyla Rose. Chris Jericho defeated Bryan Danielson. Saraya beat Britt Baker. Samoa Joe defeated Wardlow. Sting defeated Darby. Sting and Darby defeated Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Jamie Hayter defeated Tony Storm. And they claim defeated Swerve in Our Glory. MJF beat John Moxley. So that was last year's card. And I know that was a little long-winded, but how does that compare to this year's card? That's my question for people. Year over year was, were the pay-per-views that we received in 2023 better than the ones we got in 2024? I'm more excited for NXT Deadline and Survivor Series than Full Gear. I'm excited for Full Gear. Don't get me wrong. And yeah, you have every right to feel that way. Deadline, not so much. I mean, I accept Deadline for what it is. It's probably going to be good. But yeah, I'm extremely excited for Survivor Series for multiple reasons, including the Women's War Game match. Is that the Masked Man, the surprise signing? That'd be a little odd, right? Unless, what do? Do you do a segment where Tony gets the signature from whoever the signer is, and then you come back later and it's revealed that that person was behind the mask the whole time. I don't know. I still think Edge is going heel. I think so too. I think so too. And I think it would be better than what he's doing right now. I don't know how everybody out there feels about it, but how do you feel about Edge since he's got to AEW? Not exactly burning the building down, right? JT with a huge chop. I know I'm not talking much about the match, guys, but it's rolling. It's not a bad match. Yes, I'm kind of with Eric, Tony. I think it's a possibility that you could get a heel Edge. It might be more entertaining. He decides to just join sides with Christian. Again, it sets him up to fight Darby. And Sting. I think that could work. And I think him and Christian together could be really, go back to your 5-second pose days. They were really good heels. I'll be watching MLW instead of AEW. Not buying AEW. Well, tune in to us, Mark. We'll let you know what's up. I don't see it being Mercedes because she said on Twitter she will not be at Full Gear. The same people said, well, Britt Baker can't be the devil. She said no. Yeah, no. Like, I don't believe anything, guys. I don't. So yeah, and if she was going to be the signing at Full Gear, would she come out and say, "Oh yeah, I'll see you there"? So you want a surprise? You're not going to admit to it prior to the surprise unless you're Tony Khan. Which, I mean, at least we still don't know the full answer yet. Probably get leaked by Meltzer in the next 24 hours. Got that one. I still think Sasha's the front runner for the signing. If you look at all the contracts, if you look at all the names, I don't know if anyone else out there will move the needle. I can't think of anybody. Dun dun dun. They need to do a storyline breaking up the Bucks, Cole winning the belt from MJF, Omega versus Hangman storyline as implode the Elite, then Cole versus Omega for the title. I got no problem with a lot of what you just said there. I do think the Elite are passe. I don't think the Bucks are good. I know they tried to sell us last night on Dynamite about the Bucks. Oh, they're getting booed by their home crowd. Kinda. It was more murmurings than boos. Again, they're not believable. All their storylines are connected to like friendships. Like, they are very possessive about their friends, and that's why we get rivalries and such. I don't get it. So yeah, if you can separate that, I think Kenny gets dragged down by hanging out with the Bucks and Jericho. I'm more excited for got that one. Is the Masked Man the surprising signing? That'd be interesting. Touched on that. Could Adam Copeland align himself with Christian? Yes, very much so. Very much so, and it would work. You tried the baby. Like, he comes in as a baby face because it's a big pop, and for obvious reasons. It'd be very hard to boo him out of the gate. So you have a little thing with kind of building with Christian, and the swerve is during the Sting Darby trios match, he turns on Sting and Darby. I think he gets more heat. I think it's more believable. Then he can say some stuff like, you guys should be grateful I'm here. I'm above this shit. Why am I, right in line with Christian? I think it could work. Vicky Guerrero is no longer with the company. Vicky Guerrero's had some issues. You can Google that, but yeah, no, she stepped away from the company quite a while ago. If it was the devil that was being signed, and let's say TK doesn't know his real identity for kayfabe purposes, the devil signs the contract and then pulls the mask off, and it's Punk who gives him the GTS. Again, not impossible. I don't hate it. I know it's not going to happen, but I don't hate it. More excited for Fightland 23 than Full Gear. All right, Mike Clayton. Interesting, interesting. That's allowed. I saw a clip of Osprey after his match with Josh Alexander. He wants a match in a TNA ring. So Osprey versus Josh 2 might go down at a Hard to Kill. Bonkers, I said it tonight when we finished up Impact. I felt like that show, or sorry, that match was definitely giving us the indication of another match. Just because the way it went down, the way he got beat, I don't think they're just going to leave it alone for Josh Alexander's sake. So, yes, I highly anticipate a rematch. Is AEW on Fight? Depends. I don't think so. You're going to have to ask Nick. For me in Canada, I can get it on Fight. But I think Nick has to go Bleacher Report, which is awful. Awful. Swerve and Nana are one of the best things going in wrestling. 100% Easy Bake. I'm with you. I don't think Swerve's going to win this match, but I want him to. I want Swerve to get past Page and build. I want Swerve to continue to rise. If he loses to Page, that probably means there's going to be a third match, right? This is Swerve Page 2. So then he's locked with Page for another, month into the new year? Maybe you get the final, like Page Swerve 3 at World's End, and we can start 2024 with, Swerve on a better foot. Maybe. But I want to see Swerve keep climbing. Big fan of what Swerve can do. This match still going. They're going back and forth right now, exchanging forearms and kicks. Everyone, nice German. Mia. Another shining wizard. JT down. It also could be Kyle O'Reilly showing Adam he can be his best friend as well. I'm not sure about that, Easy Bake. I'm sure they could do it. Oh, there you go. Mamma Mia with the win. Yo, Mia. Mamma Mia. Here I go again. The thing with Kyle O'Reilly is I don't know if it hits the right way with Kyle O'Reilly. And I'm not sure that Kyle O'Reilly could jump into the forefront, give him the mic. I don't know. I don't know with Kyle. I feel like Kyle O'Reilly might be a little bit of a letdown. If he was part of the crew, great. An added bonus to the pop. But again, another person fighting for Adam's affection, I don't really love it. UK is Fight and on TV a couple of days later. Fair enough, bonkers. Yeah, I know it's different from country to country. My preschool sold Prince Nana some weed. I don't even know what to make of any of that comment. Bleacher Report in US and be ready for lags and poor sound. Been there with Bleacher. I hate Bleacher. Hey, Bleacher Report, if you're listening, fix your shit. Yeah, no, Bleacher Report struggles. It really does. I mean, I will give Fight credit. Fight is consistent. It's clean. I mean, other than the actual promotions usually having feed issues, Fight's pretty good. And I will give Fight credit. A part of this big, resurgence in wrestling interest in 2023 is because of what Fight has been doing, giving us access to wrestling that we could never watch before. So big shout out to Fight. Not sponsored, by the way, Fight. Let us know. I think Swerve and Hangman's match was really good, so I wouldn't mind a third match for them. But this match at Full Gear is like a payoff match, so it would make sense for Swerve to win it. Yeah, my only fear is because he won the first one, and it was really good. But, yeah, I think a third one's in the making. The question becomes, okay, we're going to do a Texas Death Match. What's the third match? What do you do with the third? How do you go beyond the Texas Death Match? Right? So, I mean, they do it, and we've done it before. We'll do it again. But we are in a full-out intermission for Wrestling Revolver right now. But, yeah. No, I think we're getting a third one. I think they're going to trade. I don't love it. Swerve should be champion in 2024. I'd be okay with it. He's got personality. He's got energy. You can run him up as a heel or a baby face. I think he can go either way on that. Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of Sw3rve. I think he's got a bright future. I understand, I mean, again, the old regime let him go, but that might be one they regret. I mean, maybe he's one of those guys that builds up his name enough and ends up going back. I have zero idea who these two dudes are currently wrestling. I don't know much about either. I'm with you, Mark. I'd like to pretend, but yeah, no. Just a undercard throw-in match, pre-recorded, and now we're just in a nice visual screensaver. Speaking of a visual screensaver,
you took the words out of my mouth. 100%, absolutely. But how you doing, Boo Boo?
What's going on, my guy?
What's
We're
up?
rolling along. We're in your favorite. We're in an intermission.
Well, I was gonna come out here with big pressure I apply. Yeah, Sw3rve what I drive.
Right.
Strickland, Sw3rve Strickland. He's about to hit a chestnut tree.
Never had issues with fight. Good.
By the way, that Hangman promo though on Dynamite was arguably one of, if not his best promos in AEW, like in arguably his career.
No, I think Sw3rve has got the best out of Hangman. And the fact that I thought it was great that he decked Nana. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I'm good with this.
How do you feel about the whole, like, I'm going to beat you up and then I'm going to steal your weed? Coinciding with the same day that the Willie Nelson of hip hop, when it comes to marijuana.
I said it on the earlier stream because it came up and I was like, shit, because I was going to open our show tonight of like, breaking news, a WWE Hall of Famer has changed his life. But I said, if that's not a sign of the Armageddon, I don't know what is.
Well, or is it that, or is it Becky going 0 for 60? Like, I know I don't have the greatest batting average and shit like that, but I feel like at least I could foul one off or something like that. Like,
I'm not a smart man, but I know what that is.
I do know, but I do know what love is.
Right? Like,
I love you, Sethy.
No, I mean, it can't be easy, and I'm sure Becky feels not good. All right,
but respectfully, there's a difference between Jeopardy, because even then you feel like I am so smart. I mean, SMRT. If you get one thing right on regular Jeopardy, Celebrity Jeopardy is like, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
That's the best part of it all, is like you're getting the low ball questions.
Right, you're getting slow pitch softball, and you can't make contact. Like, you ain't doing nothing. Like,
oh man,
what?
I feel bad for the lady, but it's like, just get one. They're one of the 200s. You could have got one of the the very high ones. You could have got one of those.
It's Bart Simpson with Lisa. You would have been better than that. What? Anything.
That's what I'm saying. This match feels like the end of a feud. So if you have Hangman win, then where do we go? Yeah, I get you. So you need Sw3rve to go over on this one.
I don't know if you go to the tribe of AEW fans, Hangman right now is the protagonist, because they all found their fucking dictionaries and their authorities to fucking know what the term protagonist means and everything, and it's still even vague when you talk about Hangman. But how they think he's going to be the next, guy again for like Hangman? The fifth time in AEW. Yeah, Hangman. No, it's Sw3rve when I try. Like, that's the fucking ship you ride with.
And Hangman can go chase Orange Cassidy or Moxley for a few months.
Well, can I say something real quick? I saw somebody say this. I was going to say it anyways, but
yeah,
fuck you.
I know.
But this is when you remember growing up, and when you had The Rock or Rocky Maivia versus Triple H for the IC title feud,
yep,
and everything like that. That's this right now. Like, we're seeing two guys that are across the board, whether they stay in AEW, whether they go back to WWE, whether they go to WWE, what have you, are guys that are going to be figureheads in pro wrestling going forward.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I mean beyond that, I think that
Man,
what's more compelling right now, Nick, as far as if it was for a title, you're 100% right. Like this is you got to build up. You need compelling mid card. You're 100% spot on with that. And to me, I'd rather have Swerve and Page going head to head over a belt than Moxley and Orange Cassidy.
I see. I'm not even full going there. Like, I get halfway you're going with there. Is I've got Manders coming out, and
I got Slice.
Who in the Maven is this?
Slice Boogie.
Like I said, who in the Maven is this?
Slice Boogie. That's all I can tell you.
Slice bread, slice toast,
Slice Boogie in the house.
But I'm looking. Would you rather have Swerve versus MJF or Hangman versus MJF?
I'd rather have Swerve. I mean, toe to toe, mic to mic in the ring. Yeah, give me Swerve all day, every day, and you're not wrong.
You said this when I was on a pause. This is if I'm Hunter, if I'm Sean, or Michael Hickenbottom, if you want to be Brian James.
James, by the way. By the way, Nick,
just still always throws me off of like you literally could have picked something. Anything as your last name, and you picked something.
Yeah, right. Just quickly before you finish your point, hold on to that thought real. This is the fatal 4-way, the Four Corners Hoss match.
Hoss.
This
is big beefy boys slapping meat. Pause.
This is the meat section of the show.
Oh, we want some meat. Pause. Oh,
I was gonna say pause, but yeah.
But
pause.
Yeah, no, Swerve to me is one of those. He's the ghost of NXT past. Like he's that thing that's gonna haunt Hunter and Sean and everybody in WWE of we let that motherfucker go because of old man Vince. Like that's you let go a blue chip prospect.
Yeah. You're like, thanks, old management. Thank you for that. Thank you for helping.
Thanks, Vince. You fucked us up with that.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine right now, just for the sake of hyperbole, Swerve, Carmelo, Trick, all together on say NXT right now? Oh my God, that's that's can't miss weekly wrestling television.
Mm-hmm. Even on SmackDown, but even a Swerve and a Logan Paul works for me. Like he's that guy. Like he's good.
Does a Swerve and a Roman Reigns work?
Might be a little
it's teetering. It's teetering.
It might be. Yeah, it feels a little high for. He's not there yet, but he's on his way.
Him versus LA doesn't sound bad.
No, it would work. That works.
That works. Honestly,
I think Swerve versus Seth.
Mid card feud that works fantastic. Actually.
Mm-hmm. I'd take Swerve versus Seth.
Facts.
Right now, I got
over Seth. Be honest.
What's that?
This could just be my view on the title, but I'd take Swerve over Seth.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but they're neck and neck. I mean, I could have them exchange wins and shit.
Swerve with a world title, and you get Roman with the Universal Undisputed title.
I'm not
counter like Swerve as your top heel on a brand.
I'm not opposed to it, and that's where I think he could work in AEW climbing the ladder. And MJF versus Swerve works really well. But just to let everyone know, we've kicked off. Something is in the ring with Macklin, Steve Macklin. So if you want to
can't say that man's name without sounding like you don't know what you're talking about. Something is in the ring.
Something is in the ring.
You're like this. What a maneuver.
We tuned in for what?
What?
Macklin wins. Steve for the win.
That's a fucking double discount fucking pick, Steve, because
I saw an interesting post from Macklin as someone had done like this kind of the reincarnation of Macklin video that Macklin has on his page, and he had responded to the video. Like he was gracious about the video being done, but he was like, I wasn't reborn. I just got an opportunity to finally show what I could do. I was like, that's very apropos, very interesting.
Oh yeah, well, 100%. Like that's the thing is think about how many people that we watch on even AEW and Impact, anything like that, GCW, that were in a tag team and a faction and this, that, and the third, just chilling in NXT. I mean, D-Lander with Cardona is a prime example, 100%. Yeah, she was Persia Prada in NXT and forgettable, and she made a statement with her on the independent scene of, you ain't gonna forget me now, bitch.
Right. Great question by Mark for you, I think.
What are they setting up? Why we need intermission? Just 9 times out of 10 it's an intermission because, hey, let's all go to the lobby. Let's all hit that like and subscribe. Let's all buy that merch. But half the time it's because they're having, like, we've seen it on GCW and XPW to where they're literally having to, like, you know, clean the ice with the fucking Zamboni of shoveling out, shards of glass and everything.
Yeah. I remember one night we were here for like a 25-minute intermission because they were setting up scaffolding.
Yeah, that's the thing is, well, especially those shows. Yeah, it's one of those of, if we're going to set up the most extreme, it's like, well, maybe you should have thought out your show a little bit better.
Y'all don't have pulleys like the other company? Like,
well, no, it's not even that. I'm like, y'all can't just talk about shit. Like, you have nothing to talk about.
Any chance that TK signed Mandy Rose?
Huh? OnlyFans, my guy. Like, that's where PVZ went. That's where people are saying Bunny's gone at this point.
Yeah, I heard that rumor as well.
OnlyFans is gonna have a fucking dope ass female women's roster.
Yeah, just loaded. It's stacked.
Arguably, when we come to the end of the year awards, OnlyFans might be up there for women's roster of the year.
That's amazing. No, but it's actually filling up pretty quick.
Right, you got a couple of world champs in there. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, fuck. All we need is Ronda to join.
No, I don't want to mess with Travis Brown. I saw what that man did to my boy Alistair Overeem, and I think I saw that actually live. Yeah. I'm good with that.
I'm good.
Oh, I've actually, fun fact, side note, I've actually been personally yelled at by Ronda Rousey.
Okay, do tell.
I was at a UFC event and everything like that. Went to the couple that they had.
Did you what, Rousey?
What?
Did you what, Rousey?
No, I did not. What? No. I was asking her to sign a shirt and didn't hold it out right or whatever. And boy, how did she not like that? Because you fuck up the machine for half a second.
I got places to be, motherfucker.
Right.
But someone said this match is fire, and it is. Like, it's all over the place.
Yeah, Jake's something right now, in control, honestly.
Yeah, he's about to go flying, and he's really big.
I need him, Elias, and Boogs in a tag team together.
100%. I knew where you were going with that.
You just call him something.
Something, and then Cody Rhodes walks in. What's up, Cody? Nick swears when he drives. Absolutely.
Nah, depends. Sometimes you gotta whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police.
He swerves because he's trying to make deals. He's trying
it's because I'm too busy watching.
I'd rather have Joe versus MJF. Now, this has been talked about that Joe might be the next champion, and then somebody like Swerve or someone else could take it from Joe.
Are we at a point, and especially because MJF talked about now the 2024 free agency period, which is that's when LeBron hit free agency from fucking Cleveland. That's what that is in pro wrestling. I feel a little bit. Okay. We're gonna have the decision. Don't you fucking worry. We'll have that with MJF. But if we're already planning for somebody else to be the world champ, isn't that saying MJF's going to be gone?
Oh, dude, people keep talking about the man's not on the posters. What a spear A Tree of Woe spear by Macklin.
Oh, I just got the spear in the fucking corner. Hit kill shot. 1, 2, 2 count.
We should be pretty close.
Yeah. I am 5 seconds behind the live feed. So
oh, a game. I get it. I want to see Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins
versus Will Ospreay. Oh, break up the count by Jake. I'm down. I think if Ospreay signs with WWE, there's a lot of very beautiful matches, including AJ Styles.
Oh, 100% is that. Well, at this point, it's anybody signs with WWE, and there is a murder's row of matchups of dream matches that you have. We've talked about Julia if she signs, like, because that to me is somebody that's not too much of an outside horse. Pause. For this big, signee. Tony, could WWE have goaded Tony into signing somebody because they said they were interested?
Oh. Now again, like he comes out and says, everyone, Julie is here to sign her contract. That's what I'm worried about, because to me, that's not enough.
Well, that's what everybody was worried of. Like you saw a lot of people saying it was going to be somebody from New Japan that no U.S. audience has heard of and everything like that. Like even Kota Ibushi, I thought he was already signed. I'm surprised he wasn't.
I'm telling you, it's going to be Ibushi. That like we announced it, but here's the official signing. Macklin going for the win, and he gets it. Mayhem for all. Macklin with the DDT and the W.
Oh, okay. Let me know when you've got him shooing off the ref here, because I didn't rewind. I refreshed. And
right now I have him with his hands above his head.
I just got there, so we're like perfect in sync with the basketball hoop in the background.
Bye.
But I believe I can fly.
I don't know how you got there, but don't.
They have that.
I want to see Seth versus Swerve. Yeah, you were saying something. Sorry.
No, you're fine. That's the thing is it's so interesting to see. I feel like there's a bracket of people that Tony could say this signing is that the general wrestling fan base will be like, warranted, respect, good on you, fine, fair enough. You have a group that the AW diehards will accept and will pivot and make it seem like, oh, WWE missed out because they didn't sign this person, even though your casual wrestling fan has no idea who this person is. And then there's that way off in the distance bracket that we don't want to speak about that is probably going to happen. That's somebody that nobody wanted them to sign. And it just really cements that legacy of Tony's big announcements that are furthest from a big announcement.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm convinced it's Monet. I can't think of anyone else.
But so where would you say she falls in that? Because
I think regardless of what you and I may feel about her overall, I think undeniably, like on as far as stature goes and name value, I can't think of many that would compete with her in that.
But I feel like she just becomes the elite without that's personal bias. I get that. Mm-hmm. But the ego to me is just a fucking thing. Mm-hmm. You let that shit run wild. But by the way, we do have Speedball Mike Bailey taking on Bryan Keith coming up right now, and I'm excited for this match because
Sw3rve Strickland's here.
Who's your what?
Sorry, Sw3rve Strickland being introduced.
You know I swerve when I drive. Big pressure I apply. Yeah, I got Sw3rve looking like goddamn John Wick.
Yeah, even like this intro video works, man. I like what Swerve's doing.
He is he's a guy right now that WWE is kicking themselves for. Of like, this is a guy that was damn near a ready-made main eventer, and we fucking let him slip through our fingertips.
And you know what? I know there's been mixed reviews on Nana. I think Nana's doing well for Sw3rve as a hype man, as you know, whatever you need him
He's
to
the
be.
fucking Aiden English to Rusev. This is 100%. This is 100%. He's Enzo Amore in a big cast. He has done nothing but get himself over. Think about it. The fucking Sw3rve with that whole shit. He's Soldier Boy out here. Got a whole dance going and everything. You to the fact that where people responding, whether Hangman saying, I'm gonna beat you up afterwards and steal your weed, and people are like, no.
Right. I always liked Steve Macklin. I thought he was good with the Forgotten Sons when he was with NXT. Yeah, there was surrounding things outside of the Forgotten Sons control.
Looking at you, Gunner.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so they moved on. And I mean, Macklin's done extremely well for himself.
Whose house? But this man is over like fucking Rover. If he's not in a world title feud within the next, I'd argue, 3 to 6 months in AEW, you've missed the fucking plot, and you risk him going back to WWE because they won't fucking miss again.
No.
He slipped through the fingers the first time. He won't fall through the second time.
No, I don't think so. I think if they could get, when's your contract up, sir? But
right,
he went public about, basically telling WWE, I have no interest in leaving. I believe he was one of the people that accused or was part of the claim of tampering.
Yes, he was kind of honestly the figurehead of that. But I also think part of it initially with WWE and Old Man Vince, much like, suit shorts and everything, was Sw3rve wanted to still have a music career and do this and do that and everything.
Yeah.
And I think, especially with now Hunter and Ari involved, you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
We'll encourage it. We'll make one of your songs the theme
we'll,
of the
We'll make
NXT
your song
pay-per-view.
The fucking theme of a pay-per-view.
Yeah. A lot of crossover from Impact earlier to this pay-per-view. Always, yeah, absolutely. Macklin just wrestled Bubba and Jordan, yeah. And we're going to get the Rascalz. They were there too. Yeah, there's definitely
crossover. It's always, great when Impact's, kind of 1 to 2 weeks behind.
A little bit.
Well, I see people saying, does this count as intermission? Because we just got Sw3rve out here cutting
like a really big baby face.
Well, think about it. When we were first watching our first kind of year of really finding out about Wrestling Revolver and everything like that, we had Sw3rve up as Booker of the Year for this promotion because we thought he was so featured on it. We thought he booked the shit.
I heard a rumor. Telling them to go order it, selling the papes. Yeah, see? I mean, it's hard to think he's not.
Yeah. I don't want to say it, but does this have a little Paul White of showing up in OVW vibes?
A little. All right, come to our show.
Right. Come to the treehouse. Come to the treehouse.
It's me all along.
Wouldn't MJF just another miss in WWE? No. Yeah, I don't see MJF standing out much in WWE.
I disagree.
How?
Yeah, I think you hand him a microphone. Again, he won't be able to drop F-bombs, but he's talented. And again, you're putting him in rivalries with like a Cody Rhodes. It's going to be beautiful.
MJF is a guy that I've even said before he's too good at everything for his own good. That's why they could make him a babyface that fast and everything like that. Okay, so you say he can't say the F word or whatever. I'm still sure he could cut a hell of a promo and manage to tweak that out of his fucking game. This man sit there and could do the whole Steiner Mask promo.
Yeah.
Verbatim, off the cuff.
Yeah.
I think this man has it. He is the blue chip to end all blue chip prospects.
Yeah, and I think ultimately, truthfully, Nick, I feel like if he was in a situation where he was booked better and very distinct, either, you know, like as a baby face or as a heel and very clear, and you didn't have all this muddy water, he's even bigger of a star.
If you had MJF versus Seth Rollins right now, tell me A, that isn't a fucking draw and almost the biggest draw in the company, and B, that wouldn't be, you're almost pulling for MJF to win that match.
Yeah, you kind of are. Like, I mean, again, he's that talented. I mean, he would do fine. I don't think you lose him in the shuffle to be. Oh, wait. Hangman Page!
Hitting him with a Steamweiser, why?
Cowboy shit is here, folks.
Like I said, I really like this feud between the two. I think it's been good. I think it's brought in the best out of both of them.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, the best comparable I can think of especially what I grew up with, and was still one of my favorite matches. Like, I almost want to go back and watch it now after we're done with this. Maybe I'll watch that in the morning. Is The Rock and Hunter going for the IC title. Like, remember when that was still the feud, because that's where they were at. Mm-hmm. This is to me what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
one commentator's screaming, the other's whispering.
I almost asked who the TNT champion was, but then I remembered. It took me a second.
Fun fact, I'm trying to remember.
I don't blame you. It's Christian.
Oh shit, yeah.
But
because I heard you saying about Edge going him. No.
Oh yeah, we haven't. I didn't. I just threw that out there. I could see it happening. Edge is going to turn on Sting and Darby.
No.
Edge wants to wrestle Sting, Darby.
No, he wants to wrestle his buddy.
He's going to wrestle with his buddy.
No.
Well, I mean, has his babyface run in AEW been like yay or meh?
Oh, it's been meh. It's all been meh. I think if he goes heel, it's still meh. Like, that's the thing. This is meh all around.
By the way, they're still in the ring, folks. We still have Hangman and Swerve, and now Hangman has.
And we're not watching AEW.
No, what kills me is the crowd was booing, and now they're chanting cowboy shit. They were booing Adam Page.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what to me what makes it captivating is literally it's you get the boo yay spot, except every time so you can go at a whim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in my head, I keep going back to this idea, man. Like, if Tony wanted me to really give a shit about that, you know, the AEW IC title, guys like this should be having feuds like this for that title.
I'll do you one better. If Tony wanted me to give a shit about his company and everything like that, and just wanted to, and well, no, I'm saying it in this way, and like cut out ex-WWE guys to an extent and relying too much on that. I like your Ric Flairs and your fucking Stings and your Christians and everything. You're telling me if you're going to stay in your lane of Wednesdays and we're going to make this entertaining as shit, like you're telling me that right now we have stuff like this going on and this is around your world title versus Adam and giraffes and fucking cutting off crust on sandwiches and shit like that. You're telling me that this isn't fucking pulling you in? This 100% is some of the best shit AEW's done in a hot minute, and they're fucking. It's the middle of the show.
Yeah, I mean, again, it is. I like this, and I've been like you, kind of hot and cold with Adam Page. I mean, he's struggled.
If you were to start a promotion right now and call it AEW and everything, and you had Hangman Page as your Stone Cold Steve Austin, you'd have Swerve as your Rock. 100%. There's your fucking top two stars. You run with it and you go.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea, and how they're doing it. And I mean, Boston called it as the bounty hunter, Brian Keith, coming to the ring. Falling into the
Swish a house. Oh, you think it was Paul Wall, Slim Thugger. Hoop Mike John.
This is going to be a heavy hitting match. What if TK lets
you put too many spaces?
There's something happening here. Let's MJF walk to WWE. He won't let him. It will be. He'll be dragging on his foot as he's walking out the door.
100%, but I still, like I said, this is going to sound weird to say as I'm a card-carrying member of, the scarves and everything. But even if that happened, like I said, we just saw two guys that you 100% you strap the fucking rocket pack to, as those are the guys you build your company around. And if you keep them as is and booked this way, you've got a solid goddamn foundation right there.
Yeah, but I mean,
you throw in Darby as this. I understand losing MJF is like losing MJ.
Yeah,
I'm not discrediting that, but I'm saying if I'm going to soften the blow,
please do. Pause. Mike Bailey coming to the ring. Dun,
well,
dun.
yeah, this is going to be a fucking barn burner.
It should be a really good match.
Brian Keith is one of those guys that is that everybody's kind of like, who's going to sign this guy at some point?
He's a bit of a throwback, and I like him for that. And yeah, he's kind of got a buzz about him. We've seen him go up to AEW and do a couple jobs there, but look good doing it. So yeah, we'll see, man.
But he's got his character is fully established. He's fully running out. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Well, like I've seen a lot of people floating around the whole talk about like when Darby was almost going to go to NXT and everything.
Probably better.
Brian Keith is one of those of pretty much that's him. Like you sign him. You're not signing somebody that's going to be something else and you move it here and you do that. No, that's him.
Yeah.
And, him is good. So you're signing the package. You're signing it to be them, not trying to think that you can fucking do what they do better.
Do what you do. I mean, why would AEW let them do this? No, I said it before. If Tony Khan doesn't have MJF hook, line, and sinker locked up for the next decade, half a decade at least, Tony Khan has messed up, and this is going to be a bidding war like wrestling has never seen. I'm convinced of that, just on the principle.
NFL free agency, but I think he was talking about saying with Sw3rve and Hangman on Wrestling Revolver setting up Full Gear. But that's the one advantage that.
Oh, no, I wasn't even answering that yet.
Oh, no. I think that's what he was asking, so I was answering.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I think that's a bit why AEW has the fan base that it does, is because you can tune into a Wrestling Revolver, this show or that show, and they all cross-pollinate. Pause.
Why wouldn't they? Yeah, no, I'm okay with them doing this. If you have access to it, do it. And I mean, it was a good spot. I mean, it's going to be out on social media. It'll be circulating all day tomorrow. And again, it does help sell tickets, which is their goal.
It felt a bit like that when you'd have those Rock and Austin moments of, where so-and-so's out on a bridge out in whatever local town that they're in and just manages to throw their custom belt off a bridge into whatever fucking canal and shit like that.
Yeah.
It does feel back to that era a bit.
And I mean, I liked when Moose did it, when he went and found Josh Alexander and his wife and took them out at indie shows. Like, it's worked before with the FTR and the Briscoes. So, I mean, it works. I'm okay with it. I think it's smart.
Oh, 100%. And that's, though, I think, like I said, I think that's something that AEW has the advantage of. They can lean into that. WWE, for the most part, won't touch that. They'll keep it in-house more than anything.
We'll
get a Twitter or a social media exclusive that it will have 18 camera cuts explaining why this happened.
Absolutely. And this match is just go. Green light, go.
Who you got?
Bailey.
Fine. I won't hug it out with you. I'll take Brian Keith.
Yeah, you take the bounty hunter. I'll take the Canadian. We're good to go.
Well, how fitting. Which, by the way, I didn't even realize initially until watching it back to how Bailey, like, I don't hug anymore.
Yeah, right.
It was just so like turned off by it.
I'm still not a hugger. I mean, I thought that was, again, it's people like Bailey that really make you appreciate, the finer art of it, sticks to it, right?
Oh, 100%. It's character work. It's
Oh,
with
big
guys
kick.
like us of how much wrestling we watch, that's why we're more fans of the psychology, the character work, everything like that. The in-ring work at this point, go across any promotion. It's going to be there. You're going to have your moments, obviously, that fumble the bag, but it's
what story are you telling?
Yeah,
for sure. Mike Bailey for the win. I really like what I just saw. Tell me you're not excited for that match after seeing that. That was a great decision by Tony. Amen. Shout out Tony. I agree. And I think we've talked a lot about it. And I mean, dude, it definitely resonated with you. I think it was smart. Again, it's been intense. Even last night on Dynamite when I was here, it's intensity that you're getting out of this man.
Like I said, I think that was arguably one of the best, if not the best, Hangman promo I've heard him cut. That's the reason why your fiance left you and your kids don't talk to you.
Right.
And then follows that up. When I beat you up, I'm going to steal your like it harkens back to what everybody initially fell in love with when we liked Hangman. When he was going after the Kenny. Like, that's the big thing that's been missing from AW. That's abundantly clear with WWE is character.
Yep. Speedball rolling the bounty hunter back in after kicking him in the mouth, but basement drop kick down off.
Now, why when we had a guy doing a Karate Kid gimmick and everything like that, was he not like a tag team partner with Mike Bailey? Because if there is a human being that incorporates that is Daniel's son incarnate, it is Speedball Mike Bailey.
Right? Too bad he wasn't around. Where's Blackman when we
Where's Mr. Miyagi? Wax on, wax off over here.
Right. The song does not match Mike Bailey. Yeah, he probably didn't even know what it was till he heard it for the first time with you, Paul.
I don't even know what it came out to.
I don't know. We talk a lot.
Probably some like 3-6 Mafia if we're going with something that doesn't sound like it
fits. Doesn't fit
it's Mike Bailey. 3-6 Mafia is a front runner.
Annie up.
That's that fool. Annie up. Slam. Da, 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 da.
I would love to see the bounty hunter in NXT. I'm game.
Oh.
I don't know how old
he's the one that sorts that shit out between Carmelo and Trey.
Yeah, maybe. The bounty hunter Bryan Keith got trained is
what why was the ref? I thought the ref was in the match the way he was like pot shot that man in the head.
Right.
Break it up. Like, and are you in the match?
The ref uniforms are interesting in Wrestling Revolver. On occasion,
that tells you how much no one wants to be a Baltimore Orioles fan. Is they're fucking giving away to be fucking ref uniforms.
They're ref uniforms.
Wrestling Revolver.
Oh, Cutter. Those.
Yeah, this man looked. That fucking ref looked like he was literally sliding into first base to call that fucking 2 count. That's what I'm saying. These are Oriole jerseys that no one wanted.
He looks like he's on the way to Hooters after a softball game.
How he's for the Hooters softball, slow pitch softball team,
right?
Cal Ripken ain't reffing none of this shit.
Next week, Mike Bailey is wrestling Andrade at WrestleCade. Yes, he is. He's been making rounds with people everywhere. If he keeps it up, someone's going to give him a contract, and I'm almost surprised they haven't. I call him the Kevin Hart of independent wrestling. He shows up everywhere.
He's in 100. Even last year, like I think he was up for a bunch of stuff because Mans was out here working harder than anybody. This man, we almost got sick of Mike Bailey because we'd be watching him 2 or 3 times a week. We're like,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
You've seen this.
Welcome to the All Bailey Network.
Right, facts. The All Mullet Network.
But he really is. He's like the Kevin Hart of independent wrestling. He just takes all the roles.
He's Canadian Kevin Hart.
Big forearms. Knew this match was going to be decent, man.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm trying to think of where we're at in the card here real quick. So, already had that. So we're down in the final 2 matches after this of
Dun, dun, dun.
First time ever, the Switchblades. Tell
Yeah.
me more. Tell me more.
How do you
John Moxley and Sami Callihan versus the Rascalz. Previously seen earlier tonight on Impact.
I love when something gets fixated in your brain and then like you find like it just pops up. Like, how did you get Greece in the last 3 screams in a row?
Exactly, 100%. Well, Christ, my guy, we had a streak for the longest time
with Shrek.
I still think Shrek's going to show up at some point, anytime.
Yeah, I'd happily talk to Michael.
Right, but then we've got that match, and then we've got the main event of Ronda Rousey versus Marina Shafir, or with Marina Shafir, sorry, versus Athena and Billie Starkz, the minion, Papoy.
Yeah. Both men get hit with a roundhouse kick, and both men go down. I'm a huge fan of Speedball, but I feel like he's hit his ceiling. I don't see how much more he can grow in his current character. He needs a little more personality. He's got a shit ton of talent. He does, and that's where I always think if you put him in the right place around the right people, there might be that next level. That next
Speedball Mike Bailey would have been the fucking RVD of like the 80s. That's to me 100% where he looks like he fits in with this fucking Canadian waterfall, this Niagara Falls instead of the Kentucky waterfall.
Right.
That he's got going on and everything. But he's just got that straight, like he seems like like a wrestler straight out of the 80s and everything like that. And I don't know, like, what more character do you give him? Like, I don't see him doing, like, what character work is Mike Bailey?
I think he just needs a little more personality. Like he's great in the ring, big smile, just very subtle, very. He doesn't.
By more than a personality, do you mean a personality?
Yeah, like you got to get a little more out of his shell in the other aspects of the wrestling.
Bro, the fucking
big chops.
They like this. I want the slow motion footage of that because they had it like a goddamn Gatorade commercial to where all the rain droplets came off of Mike Bailey's chest on that chop there.
Oh, did you see the sprays coming off Keith too? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, he smacked him on the back. That's rude. Uh-oh. Bailey
never do that to a Canadian.
It's rude. You smack my chest, but don't smack my back. Apparently. The orange ref jersey and revolver remind me of the CYZ had the yellow ones. Fact.
You added a fucking letter in there that wasn't there. CYZ and CZW.
Welcome to.
I hate. That's fucked up to do. Like the thank you, sir. May I have another spot like that?
On the back. Get the fuck out of here.
But this is fucking stupid. Like, personally, like, no, I should be wanting to kick your ass instead of like, let me, like, just, if you punch me in the face one more time, like, I'm sorry, I've never been in a fight. Like, if you just punch me one more time in the face, I'm ready to whoop your ass. Like, no, I've been ready to whoop your ass. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I think I get the showman, and we haven't got many of these spots on the show. So the spot being overdone is a big issue. But every once in a while, it's like the old fucking show of strength, right? Oh, never mind. The bounty hunter.
Yeah, but it's one of those. I'm like, cool. So we haven't gotten it on this show, right? But at the same time, we've gotten it 4 times on Dynamite, 3 times on Raw, and we're probably still going to get it 2 times on SmackDown. I'm sure we're going to get it at least 1 to 3 times on Collision. Like, it's one of those. It's one of the most overdone spots. Chops to the chest.
It is.
Outside of like Gunther, I'm over it. That's straight to hell with you.
I don't, and for me, it's the forearm spot. I hate the shitty forearms. That really drive me nuts. But same, like, yeah, those.
Well, to me, that's they're one and the same.
Like, we'll get them 3-4 times at Full Gear. Those spots.
Oh, 100%. Like, I love Eddie Kingston, but I know I'm going to get that spot. That's 100% just to the chest for, 3 minutes.
Bailey goes down. That looked painful as shit.
Yeah, he's grabbing at everything.
The waiter's back asking if it's mild or hot. Oh, wait, that's the ref. Never mind. My bad.
Welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings.
What did he break? He just shattered the chair.
Well, that shit looks wood as hell. It looks like you fucked somebody's pipe, like, piece up.
I think he broke the dude's wheelchair.
Oh,
that's why I gave him a hug.
My guy. When in pro wrestling, have you ever had to call a show and been like, I think the man broke the man's wheelchair?
I'm pretty
sure they might have to boot the wheelchair because I don't know if he's going to get out of this parking spot here.
I'm pretty sure that I can't confirm or deny this totally right now, folks, but I'm pretty sure the guy in the wheelchair was the one that tweeted out that he could run the ropes better than Tyrus.
Facts. I'll give you that.
Now, I mean, this is a slugfest.
Oh, well, even getting face to face and everything is great. Like I said, this is like if you're watching right now an indie show and you're really watching, like you like what NXT does, and you want to go beyond that, WWE layer into the wrestling world. This is 100%. I can show you the world. Like, this is a match you would 100% be like, okay, you like indie wrestling? Here, watch this.
Backflip knees on the apron, right to the chest. Wow, wow, wow. What a spot.
Is it interesting, though, with the visual, like with the candy cane ropes and like the strong lighting just from one part of the stage? Oh, Keith going up. This man, every slap you can just see poof, poof. It's like he's
the Undertaker.
Blackened.
Did not see that coming.
Jumping headbutt.
He just threw his noodle at him. Just launched him head first into Mike Bailey.
I'm tripping. What game I'm doing?
Bailey
suplex on the top rope. Brian Keith on a Mike Bailey. Big knee.
Kick out.
Like easy 2 count, clean kick out.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What a match.
Brian Keith is getting him. He is him Jones. He is him Duncan. He's out here stopping mud holes in his Timberlands.
The slap into the knee, into the power bomb, into a knee.
V-trigger. 1,
4 kickouts.
2 count, 2 count.
4 kickouts, guys.
I'm arguing right now that this is, I know we've still got like 4, but this might be 5, 6, 7 match. Well, not only match of the night, I'm talking match of the year.
Oh, you're going match of the year.
Oh, like I said, I'm not saying top 4. I'm saying maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in that ballpark. Like if you're doing a playlist of matches to watch in 2023, this is on here.
That was thoroughly explained.
Fuck you.
Bailey up to the top. Vita Scott is being signed AEW announced team. Mike Bailey could be soon behind. Okay, interesting.
1, 2, 3 as Bailey picks up the win.
Nice win, nice match.
Hell of a match.
I like that match a lot.
I like that match more than Alexander Ospreay, which we saw earlier tonight. And I feel sad saying that, but I feel that way.
You might be right. I'm kind of there with you. Do you think Ronda Rousey's appearance at Wrestling Revolver tonight may be a preview of the new signee on Saturday? Yeah,
you got it.
That is such a fucking, to me, that
Tony
is such
Khan move. A Tony Khan move.
Such a whiff.
You're right, but that's the thing is everybody's thinking of how they would do it. Don't do that. Think of how TK would do it.
You got to put yourself.
You got to put yourself in the mind of someone who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Show a respect between Keith and Speedball here. What a match. Might be my favorite match of the night.
Oh, overall. Absolutely. As Bailey was raising Keith's hand and Keith, I'm raising your hand, motherfucker.
Speedball coming out to like the old 80s. What is that? Almost sounds like
I went to the danger zone.
I
That's
think
what Bailey's theme song seems like it should feel like.
well, it sounds like Run DMC actually, but
I'm the king of rock. There is none higher. Sucker MC.
right,
Show me sign.
Maestro Fresh West coming down to the ring.
But we are getting the first time ever these Switchblades. Tell me more. Tell me more. Versus the Rascalz.
Ding ding. I'm curious how this match is gonna go. The styles make matches, so we'll see how this one plays out.
But again, a guy that could be the signee that just so happens to also be right around the same area where he'd have to go just a hop, skip, and a jump to sign the contract.
Right. Do you think it's a risk for Tony? Like, say somebody leaked out who might be signing on Saturday, that leaves a window open for some devious competitors to try and finagle?
I think at this point, it's one of those, unless you're going to fucking go way over the top for something,
right?
It's a signed deal. Like, respectfully, honestly, if I'm WWE and I think it's going to be Sami, I jump at Sami more than I try and get Ronda back.
I don't think you try and get Ronda back. I think
no,
they
have that.
Yeah, no, I think they're very aware of the pitfalls of what, I mean, again, a lady with an abrasive attitude might not work very well for that locker room. We've been down that road before. And in addition to that, I believe she will be exposed as far as her wrestling. And what's she going to do? Ronda Rousey versus Sky Blue? Let's go.
Wait, no, you're saying in AW? I was saying in WWE. Like, you get.
I don't think she'll ever go back. I don't think.
I was going to say you get Ronda Rousey versus Jade Cargill. I'm sorry, even Jade would beat the brakes off of Ronda.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that, and I think they're past her.
Yeah, no, but Ronda to me, 100%. Yeah, you're getting like a Ronda versus Stat. You're getting a Ronda. Yeah, Ronda seems like, honestly, to me, the odds-on favorite. Sami's close second. Ronda's top choice of what I'd pick. That Tony announces. I literally couldn't tell right there if it was my stream or fucking Sami.
It was definitely Sami. It was definitely Sami. Do you think we have a chance Jay White wins on Saturday? There's always a chance, my guy.
No.
This
is not Dumb and Dumber. No. I ain't saying there's a chance. No.
No, see, the reason why I would agree with you is you've said all these other little, these little stories with Joe and everyone else. That all dies if MJF loses the belt.
Yeah.
But the Masked Man, no, because you want him to feud with the Masked Man for the belt.
Is it weird that the Masked Man's now just becoming more of a who is it not versus who is it?
A little bit. I think we're trying to eliminate suspects as we go here.
Oh, the fucking list has been checked off of like, nope, that's not you. That's not you. That's not you.
Right.
Again, Trey Miguel here just vaping like early in the match.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Start of the match, like man, just letting off a cloud.
I think Mercedes. If I had to bet, I'd go with you, Mark, for sure. I think Mercedes definitely the front runner in my head.
Fair enough. I don't rule it out. I think she just want more pomp and circumstances. All she'd do more hot dogging and grandstanding.
But you're officially signing your contract during a pay-per-view. I think that's pretty pre-announced. I think what more would you want? Like she gets the parade like Hogan?
To where it's not a guess. It's to where she's announced that she's going to sign it. It's the draw. It is. That's a fucking whole segment.
Yeah, fair enough. That's definitely a fair argument. I can't rebut that possibility.
I was gonna say neither one of us are big Sasha fans, so this is pot meat kettle here. But
no, we're kicking this one off, folks. If you want to make a prediction, Sami and Callihan and Mox.
We've got Mr. Renee versus Mr. Gigi.
Well, did you find the and it was on the bump, which makes it even more interesting for me. But
what is the NWA spot? What is Tony Khan?
Different kind of bump. Different
Well,
kind of bump.
you said the bump, so I was playing word association.
Right. No, the Nick Aldis talking about the possibility of a CM Punk, or how he felt about CM Punk being a draw, a guy that builds an audience, a guy that demands an audience. Very interesting comments on a WWE show. I do believe that's where it was.
Oh, I to me, it's 100%. Think about it. They are talking from a position of power.
Yeah.
They don't need CM Punk. CM Punk, respectfully, to fill anything like that. I'm saying, like, I know this man personally. Respect to CM Punk. But he, in my opinion, needs them more than they need him.
I agree.
They can keep it moving. How you doing without him? And even then, 100%, I like this whole the GM of SmackDown and the GM of Raw. It's weird because WWE always does authority figures. This has felt like this new weird lifeblood thrown into it. I guess
it really has.
Been away from it for a bit, and they're actually going at each other. Like, I still swear up and down. And you've talked about it of initially everybody thought Miss Jeopardy, Miss Becky Lynch was going to be the 5th member for the babyface team. At this point, to me, it's Mickie James. She hasn't been on a contract with Impact since a couple years now, at least 2021, I believe. And she's off their roster page. Even if she's not officially signed to WWE, do a one-night appearance. How you doing? Keep it moving. Hang out with the hubby for an evening. Have a date night. There you go.
Yes, you ran through like 4 topics in one long breath. Amazing. I don't even know what to respond to. Yes, Mickie James is a high possibility. I agree with all of it.
I said all the words. I apologize.
There you go. That's my win.
There, you can take a pause for the cause. I've got Sami chopping the hell out of Trey Miguel right now. Literally, man's in the wheelchair just holding him up. As I've got Moxley getting beat up on the bleachers here. Well, I feel like this might be triggering a high school flashback for John there. But how are we feeling so far, folks? We're at least for the East Coast folks like myself and KJ, we're almost reaching that breaking dawn moment of 1:30 a.m. right now. So how you doing on an early feel-good Friday, a late thirsty Thursday here, as this is 100% Wrestling for Life After Dark here. I'm out here looking like there's something strange in your neighborhood. But 100% be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Nobody is covering pro wrestling as much as we do, and be at the level at it. Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Moxley, Callihan's plumbing. 100%. Soffit, what up? Oh, you're saying, what if it's Mercedes? Ronda, if it's Eva Marie. Oh boy, howdy. Dud. If it's Eva Marie, you want to talk about respect? I'll do the Booker T main event mafia. The respect. No one has that for Eva Marie. Or we're gonna get paper cuts right now with Callihan, as he's literally got a piece of paper cut between the fingers on Trey Miguel. And I know we talked about like the thumbtacks and Legos and all that spots and everything. It's so crazy how stuff like that like almost resonates more, I think, is because everybody's had that moment. Like, no one's sat there, hopefully, gotten clattered upside the head, with a steel inside of the mouth. Nobody's, gotten clattered with a steel chair or anything, hopefully, respectfully. If you have, I think there might be an attorney out there to help you seek a payment. But like the paper cuts and everything like that, that's almost a fucking major artery. That's dangerous. But everybody's had that type of feeling before, so it just instantly makes like the hair on the back of your neck stand up there, seeing stuff like that, because you know what that feels like. You don't know what a bed of thumbtacks feels like, but you know what a paper cut feels like. How long are you going to go live tonight? Black Adam, we are going till the party don't stop. Trust me, I think we're going at least for damn sure to the end of Wrestling Revolver, and I'm sure we might be going on for half a minute after the fact, as we've got the Rascalz just going to town right now on Sami Callihan. But absolutely 1, 2 count after a cutter and a standing moonsault and everything, but 100%. We're just rolling. We don't know when we're going to stop. Absolutely. Like KJ's even said, even though it's, starting off early on a Friday, the weekend has already started, I feel. We've already got SmackDown versus Collision and Rampage tomorrow night. Well, tonight. Later on this evening. And then Saturday, we've got Full Gear. 100% will be here at 6:30 in the evening, rolling right through. And thank God Tony Khan's doing a pay-per-view on a Saturday. And then we're back at it like a jackrabbit on Sunday. So 100%, we just keep going till the party don't stop. Big slaps from Sami here. Oh, Eva. No. Yeah, no. Hell no. Sami is retiring from active wrestling. I have not heard that. Not at all, honestly. Like, we're arguing that Sami could be the guy that's signing with AEW. Now, would it be interesting if it's like Carter Nash or something, like something really fucking obscure? And that's the thing, is I almost wonder if it's, do we run into the risk like what people are getting with Survivor Series if it's not CM Punk? Oh, super Death Valley Driver from Sami on the Carter Nash here. But if it's not CM Punk, is it a letdown? Like, that's almost why they're teasing, throwing it out there that they might announce that Randy Orton's back before Survivor Series, just to get everybody ahead of that. Oh, the paper cuts feels painful. Yes, they do. Nick, the type of guy to leave you right before the sun rises and doesn't leave a note. Unbroken? The hell are you trying to get at?
What in the name of Coyote?
All right. You can have that. I mean, I don't know. I'm out here just already looking forward to the breakfast that I already bought earlier.
Yeah, let's go.
Trust me, I'm literally... we're at this point now. Breakfast is calling my name more than dinner.
Absolutely. As Moxley double DDT on both Rascalz. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Well, at this point, whenever you're watching this, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
In case I don't see you.
Right. Oh, don't do that to me. It's getting true experience.
Dude, if this is the answer to the signing, I'm going to throw up in my mouth.
But that 100% solidifies the done. That's the thing. But that's the spectrum that could happen with Tony. You could have the best of times, or you could have the blurst of times.
Oh, Eva Marie's a tough one. Yeah, Trey Miguel coming off the top. I didn't realize this was a no anything goes match.
No contest.
Oh, catapult into the super kick into the stomp.
The coup de Gracie here. But I think 100% the odds are ever in your favor, Katniss Everdeen, that somebody that is wrestling on this show tonight is the big signing for Tony Khan. Whether it be a Ronda, whether it be
moves the needle in the manner which he's implied.
My guy, there's right there. Name me an announcement he's made that has moved the needle in which it hasn't been implied.
Right. Well, I mean, he did have
man is fucking striking out on the plate, and some for whatever reason he keeps ending up in the starting lineup.
Pile driver. Two. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's definitely interesting, right? And again, I think if he says less, he sets himself up for less failure.
Right. Takata Hajime here.
Oh, moonsault to break up the cut.
Now what? sorry, just moment of clarity there. Why would you run over your opponent that's choking out your partner to then hit a fucking moonsault on them? Why not break it up then? Who's to say your partner doesn't tap out by the time you hit the fucking moonsault?
Right.
You ass clown.
Kick him off and then flip onto him.
You fucking that works better. Even visually, you kick him off, he fucking flatbacks, and then you boom, you hit the moonsault. You go into a pin yourself.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, the details are below. Reach out. Let us know.
I was gonna say booking 101. Hey Tony. Hey.
Well, it's like when we constantly get them running in the wrong directions and shit. You're like, wait a minute, why are we doing this?
The thing is, and that's why I guess to some people like we're overcritical or anything. It's one of those of he can form that man in the hard cam too.
Paradigm shift.
Mox is gonna win this. 1, 2, 3.
I'm willing to bet that Sami Callihan shows up in AEW. Tony Khan's gonna watch this match and just be cream pied in the pants.
You're not wrong. Like, tell me when I'm telling lies. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I told you somebody at least on this show is who's signing up in LA.
Sami versus Quaker Oats man for the Breakfast Club champion.
Don't you forget about me.
I knew you were gonna do it. That was well played. But we're rolling on, folks. Nick's gonna take a little leg stretch. And right now we got Sami Callihan and Moxley celebrating their victory. I am convinced, especially after watching this match, that they're going to want to do that on the main show. They're going to want to do that on AEW. But that all being said, I thank everybody for being here. It's 1:30 in the morning. We've been on for 2.5 hours, coming off the heels of already doing Impact tonight. We are rolling. We got the triple header tomorrow night with SmackDown, Collision, Rampage, and Full Gear on Saturday, plus original content Sunday. We literally try and go 7 days a week, every week, folks. And some of the faces I see in this chat right now are here for almost every single minute of it. So I can't thank you guys enough. Big shout out to Luna and Anthony, who are doing their thing tonight. I know Luna had a bit of static, but it's all good. It's all good. And Nick and I are looking forward to getting back to you later tonight. As we've already hit Friday, we're rolling. But the next match, which I believe is the main event, here it comes. There you go. Ronda Rousey will be coming up as Billie Starkz heads out to the ring. Does Billie Starkz come out to Jimmy Eat World? The BCC doesn't need any more members. Who suggested? Okay. And I understand why you would suggest that, but I almost want the BCC to break up. And you're right. I should have known. I had no idea. I mean, when you see that it's going to be the Rascalz, you don't necessarily assume that it's going that direction. Thought maybe we get a straight up match, but I should have known. It might be the shot. That would be even better. Do a Shockmaster ripoff. The match can't be over. Mox is not bleeding. Yeah, oddly enough. I haven't heard the announcer too much, Paul, so I'll take your word for that. We tend to talk over the announcers. So maybe for a good reason. Here comes Athena. I think Athena has really found her groove in Ring of Honor, and I don't know how much people have kept up with Athena. I really do believe that Dynamite could use her attitude, her presence. I think she's been the Ring of Honor champion for quite a while. Not a lot of eyes on Ring of Honor nowadays. I think there's weaker talent being highlighted on Dynamite right now. I don't know why you wouldn't want Athena in the mix. I got that one. Got that one as well, folks. All right. Athena is better than 90% of the women on Dynamite and Collision. Fact. Exactly my point, Boston, and I completely agree. Like, you look at, and listen, I know people don't really know this, but even Bunny, like, Ali can wrestle. She's got some talent. But I feel like, yeah, like, why are we not highlighting Athena? Why were we not highlighting, the women that could really put a shine on the division? But here's Marina Shafir. You think you know me? You don't know me. Yeah, that's a safe bet, Damien. I'll agree with you on this one. I don't imagine that Ronda Rousey and Marina will take the L on this one. Marina's got to feel pretty good, though. I mean, this match tonight moves her into a main event spot. Marina Shafir for the win. Yeah, I'm not betting against Ronda tonight. And they're milking it. Do you think, if you're listening to me right now, do you think Ronda Rousey is a good fit for AEW? Ronda coming out with her gi on. I can't hear the music. Okay, she did come out. Lee, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yes, Athena pins Marina. Oh, bold statement, small mark. I don't see it. I think Ronda Rousey choked somebody out. Ronda Rousey to Ring of Honor. I just made that one up. Honestly, don't think TK cares about the women's wrestling. He should. And yeah, maybe he doesn't. Just don't think he knows what to do with it. And all the reports in the beginning, I don't know if it's still the case, but a lot of the blame was put on Kenny. Kenny had a big hand in the women's division, and yeah, I mean that's where we got Riho as the champion. Sorry, Riho. Athena pins Marina, got that one. Athena is a shotgun dropkick away from being Goldberg to Brett. She goes stiff, man. What can you do? What can you do? She's come a long way. Come a long way. Haven't heard a lot of reports about her mashing anybody up lately. I feel bad for every woman in this match right now who has to share the ring with this botch master. You got to be more specific. Doesn't care about her opponents. Athena? Yeah. Yes. I don't know if that's still true. Sometimes, it's like you hear something, but then you don't hear what happened after. So you hold the opinion. That's kind of what happened in this case. Because I haven't heard any other reports in the last 5 months, 6 months about her mashing anybody up. Marina almost lost her top. Oh, Billie turns it into a pin. By the way, it's Athena and Billie Starkz, her minion, taking on Marina Shafir and Ronda Rousey. If you want to make a prediction, get in the chat. Let us know who you're taking. It's a bad reputation. I don't give a damn about my reputation. Do you hear the song? Did you all hear the song? Who cares? But yeah, I would argue that, yeah, she probably shagged up a couple of opponents, probably a little careless. I'm sure she's done enough to correct that. Didn't stop her from being champion, and she works a shit ton. So I'm going to assume she'll be okay. What's up, Rocco? How you doing? Owens. What's up, KJ Owens? That's adorable. Haven't been here for a while. Been busy at work. I'm here now. Well, welcome, Rocco, in the wee hours of the morning. Thank you for joining us. Athena's got her back turned to Ronda. Ronda's in the ring. Ronda's in the ring. Dun, dun, dun. Let Ronda be Ronda. She can mess people up in AEW. Dude, I'm curious how that will look. Like, I'm really curious how she's going to look here tonight. We'll see. I mean, it's different. When you're Ronda and you're getting in the ring with Becky or Charlotte Flair, and some of the other professional wrestlers that she's been in the ring with, That's one thing, and they'll put a shine on you. They'll make you look all right. When you're just got to figure it out on your own, you might get exposed. So, or she might excel. I don't think she will, but let's find out. Come on, man. Yeah. No, I got you. I went on a tangent anyway, Boston. Marina Shafir is god awful. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Judo throws on Billie. As Billie gets the unwanted tag in. Ronda. Oh, arm bar over the rope. The Ronda Aconda. As wow, I didn't make that up. It's been a great show. I'm with you. Couple man matches, but overall, the high points have been really high. So yeah, no kidding. But yeah, no, AJ, I'm with you. I've really enjoyed Revolver tonight. I definitely worth staying up till 2 a.m. with y'all.
Speaking of really high, but the Ronda Aconda. Wait, do we need Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube? What's going on here?
The Ronda Aconda.
Well, Marina Shafir is not ass 100%. She is a different entire human being, a different pro wrestler outside of the AW package that they've bottled her into.
She has been good in like we saw her House of Glory, we saw her in GCW.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport was
good. Go and watch Marina and Bloodsport and tell me she's a bad pro wrestler, and I'll tell you you're full of shit.
There you go.
Facts. But with what you were saying with like Ronda too, she's great. She can work ish. But she's not gonna if she gets into a match to where she's working, a house show and she's gotta lead the match. Not working, not happening.
Yeah, I don't think you're giving her a 25-minute toe-to-toe.
No, you're not even giving her 5 minutes. If she's in there with somebody that's greater than her, she's not leading the match. She needs a dance partner.
Athena with a huge spear.
Everybody in this match is more qualified, and I would say is a better pro wrestler than Ronda. This is nothing but dance partners and leaders for Ronda to help her get to where she needs to go.
More specific, they're all botch masters.
No, Billie Starkz 100% not at all. Billie Starkz is one of those people that in the next 5-10 years at most, like you are talking about one of the top pro wrestlers in the business.
Mm-hmm. Ronda Rousey should be if TK signs Ronda Rousey, she would be a champion at some point. Mm-hmm. He should hotshot her to the championship to maximize the value because it will fizzle out.
The TBS champion.
Ooh, no, give her the women's title. Fuck it. Let her run.
No, because you don't fuck up the Toni Storm shit and everything like that right now. Well, I mean, even the TBS title is a little bit interesting with you've got Sky Blue, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Going against Statlander, who respect the Statlander. I'm a big fan of Statlander. There has been nothing relevant with that. That shit has been cold.
Yeah. No, it's been more interesting than champion. The two other girls in the match.
Yeah. Facts.
That's the problem. The same thing that happened to Hater with Britt and shit of like, you're focusing on the wrong people.
Yeah. Well, that comes down to booking to an extent.
Yep. 100%. As Athena's in complete control of Shafir right now.
How does Ronda look like a petulant child still just asking for a tag? Like, how do you look pissed off that your partner like can't get there to tag you?
You gangbanging on breakfast?
Facts, 100%.
Are you angry?
Gang. No, I'll go 50 Cent. I am not gang. I do not gang bang.
KJ, how did this Bucks versus Kenny and Jericho come about for Full Gear? I need catching up to do. Rocco, you are officially caught up. That's right. How it came about.
Your catch up. I'm hot dog, so catch up, homie. Is that what their EVPs, and if they weren't in a match, they were off the card. So they found a match. Where there's a will, where there's an EVP, there's a way.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, the Bucks decided to be, go down that old path of why are you hanging out with Jericho? You're supposed to be our friend. And that led to a bit of a scuffle last week, which
Oh,
led to a match.
fucking.
Both women done.
Then I can't even think of the word that can booty each other in the face. God damn it.
Big kicks to the face.
There we go.
One of my biggest issues with that street fight on Wednesday is they followed it with MJF and Jay White at the end of the show. I was like,
bro, how you gonna follow bicycle?
Like, we literally just got Sega.
Sega.
And then they were like, we'll be back.
That's the thing is Brian Cage knocked the fucking rings out of that man.
Oh man, it killed me. They came back with the champion after. Like, what an afterthought is this segment? And you guys don't think Chris Jericho?
I just don't get all of it of like the random cosplays and everything. Like, I'm all fine for that. Trust me. Jade Cargill as Chitara and She-Hulk. How you doing? There's something strange.
Not so much.
Right. Well, I don't need Ken and Ryu, to show up. Like, that's fine. But like when it's like you're doing obscure upon obscure, like you're doing niche upon your already niche audience. Like,
oh yeah, you're trying to thread a pinhole, and that's what your audience is becoming.
They're trying to fit an elephant through a fucking I blanked on the tongue. I have a needle. There we go. Well, I was like, I wanted to say it, but I'm like, I'm gonna sound dumb if I'm wrong, so I didn't want to say it and sound dumb.
Folks, did I mention we've been live for almost 3 hours and it's 1:45?
I got breakfast on my mind.
Clearly. Yeah, you're gonna need some KY if you're gonna make that one fit. Anyway, I gotta be harsh.
How can KJ be talking about KY? Is that your like distant cousin or something?
Sponsored by.
No, not sponsored by.
Oh, that was wicked.
I take a Bluetooth sponsorship over that shit.
Yo, did you see that?
Ronda get knocked out of
catapult into the Olympic slam, snap slam. That looked wicked. I give them points on that one. They get some points on that one.
Like I said, well, think about it. If you go back and watch Ronda when she was there with her and Angle versus Hunter and Steph.
Okay.
Oh my God, you were thinking she was going to be how Logan Paul is now. Everything she's going to be just fucking made in the shade with lemonade, and then the attitude or whatever the fuck happened. Like she's sitting there getting her hair braided, and wrestling fans are stupid. This and that. Like these are the people paying to watch you right now, right?
Right. Ronda gets draped off the top rope, and Billie Starkz comes down with the double stomp on the chest. 2 count. Hey, I'm surprised. Pleasantly enjoying. Cannot complain yet.
It's so weird to me because I feel like Ronda's putting more into this match than she has done in her entire WWE career.
Mm-hmm. Well, I imagine at this point now, like she's like, if I'm going to do this, she's going to want to do it right. I give her that.
Ronda seems like 100% the type of personality that this is a fuck you statement. Respectfully. Pardon my language. This is a fuck you statement.
Athena's got Marina up. Ronda intercepts.
Oh,
that was a weird spot. Just kick to the gut.
Hot day. If that would have ended the match, I would have been pissed.
Oh, Ronda chucks Billie.
Oh, just hey, Billie, thanks for playing. 2 count. Great. That was a great spot right there.
This match has more of a Sega feel than the match I watched last night.
Sega.
Like the way that it was good camera, and the way she just kind of everything transitioned there was real nice.
Well, no, 100. Like I said, that's just a good Ronda match. I know it's few and far between, but that was actually really good to where she's just yucking Billie Starkz and everything to break up the count that Marina Shafir had locked in on Athena. This is a good match. Like this is a good main event to this show. Like this fits as the main.
The assistant code breaker. Sorry, Nick.
Going for the unprettier into like the code breaker. As she's under the ropes. Ronda, respectfully, why'd you have to break up the count when the ref already stopped the count?
just in case.
Just to double down, just to make sure. Just because this is the spot I was told to do.
Right. I always liked Ronda's style. I don't know if I can go there.
Ronda Rousey. Ooh.
Sorry, go click.
John, what up? This man's so proud of his name, he's got it as his avatar. Ronda Rousey is no longer an attraction.
I kind of agree. I think it would be more of like, yeah, it's got a spectacle vibe. If wait, she signed where? And you tune in to see it, but I don't know if she holds your attention anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna
when like Shaq shows up to have a match with Jade Cargill, as we got a double ankle lock spot that flips into a double like knee lock spot into now we're just pawing at him like we're raining down. She's gonna do the fucking armbar spot.
Armbar.
Hole number 1002, armbar. 1003, arm drag.
WWE ruined Ronda. Nah, I think it was a mutual ruining. I feel like it was a little mutual.
I think they just introduced us to Ronda. They introduced Ronda en masse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she didn't feel that like. And again, you saw the videos.
We're gonna win.
Who? Athena?
I don't know. She's sitting there with the belt just chuckling, so I didn't know she'd win. What the fuck? We got a chair? Where's the referee?
We got a chair? Would Ronda do blood sport?
Why are we hightailing it? What the? Did we get a win?
We might have.
That's a no contest. What the fuck?
Boo.
Marina. Is anyone thinking of True Lies right now when Marina's sitting there with the chair and everything?
Do you love your husband?
Yeah, do you love your husband? Is your husband's name Roddy?
Dude, I love
Are you hot for Roddy? Yeah, good. Listen to me. Fucking raccoon eyes Ronda out here. She's cutting a promo, but unless I'm deaf, like the mic is not picking up anything she's saying.
We've had this issue before with most of the independent shows, unfortunately.
Audio.
Common issue.
Yeah, but that's the way you end your show.
No. Oh.
Is a no contest.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed out how they like Tony wouldn't let Athena lose. Ronda refused to lose.
That makes me even wonder even more. Hey, who's not going under before they just signed a new contract on Saturday?
We can't let Ronda go under. Yeah, valid. I still think like when they say like super respected in the wrestling world, Ronda Rousey doesn't jump off the page.
Well, okay, so who's a free agent right now that you would say is respected? Because I'll tell you what, respectfully, if they were a free agent, they aren't respected.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's a good question. I've been racking my brain over this, and like I keep coming back to, again, I think people would view Sasha Banks as respected. I know we might not, like that, but by the internal people, maybe you could sell that. But that's it.
Again, this is more of, I just think that would be more of a bigger thing to Tony. Like, this man has done huge announcements for a fucking early pre-sale of tickets. Like, this man would do a bigger thing. Like, this to me feels like we're going to do it. And if it gets a big reaction, it gets a reaction. If it doesn't, at least I didn't set myself up super to fail. But I think a fitting that Ronda, Sami, etc. are all in LA right now. Like, literally, they're just gonna hang out for a day.
Hi,
and
how you
then
doing?
just turn around and sign that contract.
Right. You can't hear Ronda talking, but the announcer is screaming. Yeah, amen. They didn't know what to do with her. Yeah, I kind of felt that way. But I mean, was it a bad match? No, I actually had bet a few spots, but short, sweet, and collect your paycheck. Bye-bye.
Should that have been the main event?
No, we had way better matches.
I would argue the match before that was the main event.
Yes.
Yeah, that was. It was interesting. It's still more interesting than anything of the fact that Ronda Rousey is wrestling in the independent scene. Miss Wrestling's fake. Miss acts like she hates pro wrestling and pro wrestling fans. Is wrestling and Wrestling Revolver.
Yeah. And like, I feel like if Ronda was to sign with AEW, if that's who it is on Saturday, and I see people being like, I hope not. But if it was her, to me, it feels like if you ever make a comment on a video or on social media, and then somebody chirps you back, but their comeback is so kind of like you just that's what I feel like the reaction to Ronda signing would be for Triple H and internally.
Oh, 100%. But that's you know that Tony's going to act like that's a feather in his cap. Like, let's think about this seriously. Funny. That 100% to Tony is I got one over, because there is nobody else outside of like, that's the thing is you Ronda's at that line of feather in the cap to Tony. WWE doesn't care. Sami, I think WWE cares more, but your regular audience, your casual audience, who respectfully, because Sami's a great sign for them. And then that's the litmus test. You go either one way, like you mentioned Hulk Hogan.
Right?
I swear to God, if it is Hulk Hogan, we're done. We're done.
They re-signed Marco Stunt.
I can't do the WCW thing anymore if they sign Hulk Hogan, because it's just too true.
Tennis elbow from all.
Yeah, right. And literally, it's just it just starts talking in sign language. I'm already feel like I'm the fucking translator when we're live and I'm all of that. So we're having to do WCW constantly. Fuck.
I was saying Boo Earns. Yeah, absolutely. Folks, we take a rating out of 10. We'll make this quick because it's late and we're back at this again later tonight for SmackDown and Collision. So if you want to quickly give us a rating, we will wind up on some of these comments and get to the door. Try and get some beauty sleep so we can do this again for you tomorrow
Cleveland,
night.
by the way. Oh.
Yeah, Cleveland. Rock. I love the name.
Oh, fair enough. I was about to say, like, talking about beauty sleep. That's the thing. Tony would have made a bigger deal if it was Monet facts. Ronda to AW will do nothing for viewership. Yeah, but you could argue Adam Copeland has done nothing for AW viewership. And that's something nobody predicted.
Yeah. I mean, again, I didn't think he was going to move the needle too far. We saw
it's fucking Edge. Like, you telling me if you are supposed to be this savant of booking and giving people the alternative and everything, you get handed a blue like a top tier guy like Edge, that wants to still go.
That's why they're going to turn him heel.
That work.
That's why they're going to turn him
heel. You lose to NXT.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Cleveland agrees with you as far as it would be a bigger deal for Sasha than what we're getting now.
Yeah, I feel that way at least.
Sasha gets hurt too much. It's been, again, her biggest problem. She's fragile. She may be the Daniel Bryan of the women's division.
Yeah, but I mean, he's already got Daniel Bryan, who was supposed to be in the tournament, and I don't know if he's going to be, and he's already having to pull out of dates because he's still injured.
Well, I mean, are you not a little nervous? I mean, that you put him in a tournament, and what if, he wins the first round match, but hurts himself? And knock on wood, I don't wish that on anybody. But we've seen it with Bryan where he seems to get injured. What does it do if he's like, if you're planning on him maybe even winning the tournament? You got to rebook real quick.
What is Tony Khan?
Goldberg, Rocco, I'm with you. I keep joking that
oh my God.
I think he's respected enough, Hall of Famer. I know some
people. Goldberg.
Dude, Goldberg.
And I say that I was the biggest Goldberg fan ever.
Right.
Everybody was that kid of you just showed up, you hit the spear, you hit the jackhammer. Thank you. Have a good night. We're going home.
Up he goes. But yeah, no,
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, if it's Goldberg, I'll just laugh. I mean, I don't really think it's Goldberg. I don't think it's Hogan. I don't know. Is it fucking Jerry the King Lawler? Like, what do you mean? Like, what are we doing?
On a side note, though, how do you feel about Dustin Runnels, Goldust there saying how Tony Storm reminds him of him doing that character and everything, kind of just the almost gender bent version of it, like how you have Luther that's almost her Marina and everything.
Yeah, actually, I wonder if he had any brain, input, any assistance.
No, because everything I've seen of him is just on him on Twitter, like just praising it. It reminds me of what I did, and it's great. So I don't know if he had any input, but yeah, it's a good character. I just find it interesting that's a nice little callback almost.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot, and I still hope that Dustin, wraps up eventually, and he'll head over, and we'll get one more Cody Dusty match, and then we'll put him in the Hall of Fame.
Even if you get just Dustin just showing up, say if Cody beats Roman WrestleMania 40, the story is complete.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see Dustin there celebrating with Cody.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Tony thought he was scared for his life with Punk. What if he pisses Ronda off? Yeah, he'd shit a cat.
Arm bar.
Arm bar. I can't believe there's no AEW events or replay pay-per-views on. Like right now? Like, are you implying we
that guy, like, respectfully, like, it is 2 a.m. on a Friday morning.
Nick's only mad because you're trying to stand in between him and his breakfast.
I'm a fat kid. Don't stand between me and my breakfast. Goddamn it! I got bacon waiting. Pause.
Friday Night Wars tomorrow night or tonight. Yes, 7.5. The ODAW events on Fight TV. Yes, it is.
Only in Canada. We have to go through Bleacher Report.
Yeah, Bleacher. What if the devil is Orange Cassidy? I would not like that.
If it's Orange Cassidy, he's not the devil. He's fucking Smeagol. 100%.
People saying Danhausen's killing me. Stop it. Stop it.
Wait, Who said Danhausen?
Just, people in places. Just throw
very good, very evil.
What if it's Danhausen? Come on now.
All right. I know I said before there's brackets to this. If it's fucking Orange Cassidy or Danhausen,
no.
Game over, man. Like, how do you take that seriously anymore?
Right.
Respectfully.
No. They got to do something decent with it. What were previous Full Gear debuts?
Oh
my God. Chris Hero, final answers. Stop that. That's not a thing.
I'd be fine with Chris Hero. I like me some Cassius Ohno.
Yeah, but as if that's who they signed.
Oh, it's 100. That's your plan in the marks. That's, you gotta, be a wrestling fan to know that is a deep cut.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no, we're not going that far. That's the niche, the micro niche of it all.
Yeah, that's you're placating to an audience that's already there.
Right. Just trying to. No, I don't have any answers for you, buddy.
I don't know what the question was.
The devil is Chris Jericho, and on that wonderful note, this stream is now officially over.
Now we went from I don't know what was happening to just we're over, pack it up, we're done.
I'm sorry, Boston. I do not have the energy to combat your comment right now, but man, part of there's an evil side of me of like, fucking do it. At this point, do it. Wouldn't shock me.
If that happens, that is 100%. The ship is sinking, and we can't deny it anymore. That is going down with the ship. That's that incarnate. It would literally be respectfully the devil incarnate. It is 100%. He would be the guy that almost single-handedly, theoretically, built AEW and killed it all within 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Hero.
See, you can't counter it, but I can counter it.
No,
I got
I
energy.
told you, I don't have
You like boxing, stick and move, move.
I went on a Jericho tangent last night, and like I said, I don't have the energy left in the tank right now to get all fired up over Jericho. At the end of the day, they have a match in the middle of Full Gear that's going to be the cancer match, which is those 4 gentlemen that are hurting the company more than they're helping them. And I feel bad because Kenny shouldn't be included in that, but he's just there.
Right. Ronda walked out on WWE because of the booking of the woman in general. No, she walked out because she wasn't getting booked the way she wanted to be. Because trust me, where you could argue that the WWE Women's Division is one of the best right now doing it.
She didn't really walk out. Like, I mean, at the end of the day,
they just didn't want her. Like,
they finished.
How can you quit a job you got fired at? That's the fucking shit of it.
Like, hey, listen, guys, I quit. And they walks out of the room. They're like, thank fuck.
I'm glad I didn't have to do the paperwork to fire that asshole.
You tell her. No, you tell her.
What's up, Bear? Get it on herself. Sometimes the trash takes itself out.
Right, it happens.
Bear saying, "Hey, morning, Kate." At this point, we're literally getting morning comments.
Well, with Bear being overseas, it's probably what, like,
fucking... He's in Maine, my guy. Fuck is he talking about?
Oh, Bear's in Maine. My bad.
He's like around the block from me. Yeah, him, Big Nick. So I was reading.
I didn't mean to.
What's up, y'all? Y'all are up early or late, depending on where you are, just heading to work, or I stayed for the rest of the show. Both. This man is already getting up to go to work. I think we're just starting off. We have crossed the space-time meridian.
My guy. Night, everybody. Savage gets the vibe. I hope it is so I can die. Listen, if you will watch me have a coronary live on fucking YouTube, I don't think I can survive it, Boston. I really don't. But
no, you got to rep with Canada till you die, my guy. You got to be down with that. That's your man's. That's your man's. That's what you traded for Brock Lesnar.
I said it once and I'll say it again. We traded him for Brock Lesnar. Happy Floridian. Have fun.
Fuck off. At this point, respectfully, I can just get rid of Florida.
Yeah, see, look, it's 7 a.m. here. I'm in London.
Oh my God, why did I think you were in Maine?
No, the actual England, not New England.
Listen.
And
vitamins, you can have that.
Yeah, speaking of going down with the shit.
I was gonna say, bring me my brown pants.
There you go. Then Nick and I are having a match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
What in this name of shoddy booking? I didn't even get an offer, nothing. I didn't get no paycheck, no nothing. I haven't signed no deals. What's happening here?
That might be the only time ever that the challenger just lays down for that doesn't want
right. I'll Jeff Jarrett that shit. You can have
that. Yeah, no, I don't want this belt. You can
I don't even want that. Shit, does that mean I'm gonna get Vince Russo out there? You want me who got here? Is that son of a bitch Hogan?
Like Brock Lesnar walking back in a bad mood, chucking the belt at Vince.
If I win that, just fucking walking.
Here you go, KJ. I don't want it. All right, folks. We got to say goodnight. I bet if I wanted to sleep right now, I got up at 7 a.m. You guys will still be live streaming. Some days it feels like that. And did he freeze like that? Or did I freeze? Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Did he freeze? This is the best shit ever. What a freeze.
No, I'm back. Am I back?
You literally look like you were yelling at me.
I froze in the perfect position.
I'm talking away to you like an idiot.
No, been there. Dude, that's what I do, and you're not frozen. So
I'm calling the match down the middle, Boston.
Well, I want to read this, but if I went to sleep right now and got up at 7 a.m., sometimes. Well, at the rate we go covering pro wrestling, what we do, folks, pretty much. We say it jokingly, but you're doing your friends a disservice if you're not telling them about us, because we're here covering wrestling more than anybody does it, live more than anybody does it. We're basically a goddamn radio station on YouTube. And 100% nobody does it better than we do. What?
Nothing.
What you gotta say? Go ahead. Talk like your own. Say it with your chest.
First and foremost, when you glitched, I read that comment, and my answer was sometimes. Oddly enough, that's what you did, the same thing. Match down the middle, I like it. Yeah, he frozen.
You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
And Isla Dawn. Anyway, folks, we've officially lost our mind. Thank you for joining us. If you're still here listening to us, what?
Don't you have to have it to lose it?
There you go. All right. But yeah, no, folks, we are gonna go get some sleep, and we are back at it for SmackDown and Collision and Rampage tomorrow night. Make sure you tell all your friends. Thank you from the bottom of our heart for joining. If you're still here, you get a fucking gold sticker. Like, congratulations. What a job.
Right
we
there.
appreciate y'all. And Nick?
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you're going to put that for life with it. Breakfast.
See you on the flip side. Sunny side up.